It's named Boner Jam. Hey guys, it's Alex. We are doing some boner content. See,
Yuck.
it sounds right. Uh, I've got Scott, Nabishin, and Tony here.
You can't even say that with a straight face.
I mean I could boner content. See, I even had a wink in there. Hey-
Yeah, I guess you're a better actor than you used to be.
My acting is all I have. The theater. Anyway, Scott, you said you have a story. What's up?
Okay, so I was sick from late Tuesday till today.
Okay.
I had some kind of something that gave me a fever.
Okay.
That's all we know about it.
It could be an infection. Those tend to present themselves as fevers, so there's a little other thing to add to that.
All right, so not so much Tuesday. I noticed that something was wrong, and I was just tired, a little worn out for kind of no reason. So I went to bed then. I know that it started then.
Mm.
Wednesday was the day where I was definitely like, yeah, I don't feel good. Because getting up, I was noticeably weaker.
Mm.
You could still move, still do everything normal, but
And
I was
that's-
noticeably weaker. However, I believe it's called delirium. I was starting to get that.
Just the
And
world was spinning
don't-
around you.
Sort of. It was more the case where your heart pulse
Yeah.
sort of emanated through your body, and that actually stopped you from understanding what was going on in that moment.
Like kind of like heart palpitations, where it's like it sounds super loud, feels super loud.
Sort of like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Fuck, man.
you turn, but I turned just a little too far, and I'm like, why am I looking at this?
Oh.
And you can't remember the in between because you weren't focusing on that.
Did you go to the doctor?
No,
No, man.
I
that
had to
shit's
help
for
my brother
kids.
move out,
Okay. Are you okay now?
and it wasn't established that I had a fever then.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not done with the story. So I go ahead and I go and help my brother move out of town because he has to move out. They pay him some sort of money to move out, but like he has to move out because they use that dorm for the sports guys.
Oh,
in the
okay.
winter.
Okay, understandable, I guess.
All right, so we get there, and I must look like I'm like high or something because I couldn't find where they had the numbers for the stairs.
Yeah.
You go up the stairs, they have the numbers for the level of the floor. Couldn't find where that was.
It was probably on the wall.
It was on the wall, but it was like behind a pipe. It's not exactly hidden,
So you're
but
just
it's
like
not super in plain sight. So I'm like, where are you finding this number on the wall that tells you where you are?
wandering through these,
And
these
he's just like-
stairwells.
Right there. So it was stuff like that was getting to me. And like by that time, I'm like, okay, I'm definitely not okay.
Yeah.
So we pack him up, we get him out, and at this point it is established that I have a fever. So it is around 5
That took
o'clock,
a while.
and I go to bed. I didn't have a fever before. I didn't even know that I had the delirium thing before. I just
Yeah.
knew that something was wrong.
You're just going through life, man.
So I get home. I decide that, what, I'm just going to go to bed. Wait, whatever it is I have out. And that's pretty much exactly what happens. Except for it happened very disgustingly.
Ugh.
I have an undershirt, a long sleeve, and a sweatshirt on. As well as, like, my pajamas and, like, a sweatshirt over that.
Mm.
So I try to sleep. Everybody else is being louder than they normally are. So they keep waking me up, and several times they're waking me up during REM.
Oof.
So that gets really weird for a little while.
Yeah, I bet.
And past around 9, I just start sweating.
Yeah.
A lot.
This sounds like a weird fever dream that I've had.
So
Sounds like fun.
Yeah, totally a party.
A lot of fun.
at this
Great
point, it's like, okay, yeah, because once you start sweating during a fever, it's a sign that you're getting better.
Mm. Working it off, man.
All right, but I start sweating a lot, and when I mean a lot, I've sweated through the undershirt and the long sleeve shirt to the point where they're like wet, and I
Ugh.
and I am like, I'm wet. I don't like.
Dude, story of my life. Tell you what. Shit.
So I get up, I go in, I turn the lights on, and not only is like if I sweated through that, but I've also sweated through my sweatpants. Like that had splashes of wet buzz on it as well. Told you it was nasty.
Yeah, it is nasty.
So I'm like, ugh. So I didn't sweat. I didn't sweat enough for that to reach the sheets, but I still didn't want to sleep on that side of the bed.
Oh, yeah, of course not.
So I go ahead, I take all that stuff off, and I get a shower. Then I come back. Then I do it again.
Just sweat through it all.
I sweat through another set of shirts, another sweatshirt, another pair of sweatpants, and then I'm like, all right, well now I have two sides of the bed, which is all of the bed that I don't really want to sleep on.
Mm.
And it is 12 o'clock, and I've taken, I think, 3 showers that day.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Thankfully, it was over by then.
Feeling better? Doing better?
Yeah, I was feeling better. It was over by then, and I wasn't tired.
So it's time to party, is what you're saying.
Almost.
Okay. Still more build-up happening.
That was most of the disgusting stuff.
Okay. Continue.
Because now I had to get rid of it. Because I didn't before.
Gross.
So I had to pick all that stuff up and I had to throw it in the laundry basket, which then filled the laundry basket, and then that was real nasty, so I had to take that out of the room.
Okay.
And then
I imagine you like carrying a pile of wet towels. Like that's the image I have. I know that's not exactly right, but
no. Imagine a pair of sweaty thing that you're wearing right now, where that's wet.
I know. It's just like that's the more vivid image I have because I've carried a pile of wet towels. Let me tell you, every day.
All right, so I go and I had put that in my laundry hamper and I put that outside, and the kicker here is that somebody tripped on it.
That's great.
They were like, "Oh, what is this? It's wet." And I was
Did
like,
they fall into it and get all drenched?
something like that.
Awesome.
Then they came in and they yelled at me.
Of course. So did you just then proceed to play video games until you slept?
Well, no. Person who came in was one of my parents, and they're like, "No games."
Oh.
And I was like, fine. So instead, I took a couple NyQuil and I went to bed.
Okay. Worse than that sounds like an evening for me. I approve. And now you're better?
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Still have a headache though.
Yeah,
It's
man.
like a weird headache. It's like that headache where you slept like on top of your head. It feels like.
Yeah. I know what you're talking
And
about.
it's more near the neck,
Yeah.
but it's not a muscle.
Yeah.
That's a great sleep if I ever heard one.
Yeah. I've been like sick for like a week and a half now. But like I've never really been sick like I am right now. Like every so often, like maybe like once an hour, which is more often than I'd like my head just starts spinning. Like it feels like I'm spinning even though I'm standing still. Like it feels like I'm doing somersaults forward. And it's just super distracting and alarming. I think it's like already happened since we started this show.
I think that's fun.
Yeah, I mean, it was fun like the first couple of times. Now it's just like it makes me feel horrible. And I've been running like low fevers here and there. It's usually staying pretty well down. And I'm eating less. I have less of an appetite, but can't go to the doctor until January 1st because of reasons. So that's where I'm at, Scott, as far as the sickness
Those
stories
damn
go.
reasons.
Yeah.
Just put a bunch of stuff on
Yeah, working on
and
it.
then go to bed for days.
All right, I mean that's pretty much my life. So nailed it.
Alex is asleep.
Yeah, Alex is
Spotlight.
asleep. The story to Alex is depressed.
Attempt to start sweating.
You know,
I
I'll
don't
work
know
on
what
it.
it is, but apparently sweating works.
I'll rub butter on my skin. That usually helps me start sweating. Uh, so is that it? Is that all your life has been?
No, but that's all I can remember for now.
Okay. I like that you're honest about it. At least you're like, nah, I did other things, but I don't remember any of them. I went and I saw all the Hobbit movies on Monday, back to back
How's
to
that?
back. It was good. I enjoyed it. Like, uh, you know, I went and saw like the first one and the second one last year because the second one came out last year. So they're like Hobbit marathon. Ooh, you get like a lanyard and like a huge movie poster, like actual
Wait,
movie
the
poster.
third one come out?
Yeah, it came out on Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
So it's only been a couple of days. But if you went and saw the marathon, you could see it 2 days early, even before the people seeing the premiere on Tuesday. So it started at 12:30 p.m. On Monday at Monday at noon. So I got out at around 10 p.m. At 10 p.m. Monday night. And it's not like it was continuous. There were two 30-minute intermissions between the movies. So it's fun. I saw it with a couple of friends, and we had a rip roaring good time seeing all that high frame rate blasting our eyes open. So it's good. The third Hobbit movie is like the worst one, but it's still enjoyable. I think the problem with it is it really feels like Hobbit 2 Part 2. Like it feels like a second half of the second movie, especially with how it starts and like its opening scene. And so if you like didn't see the second one just before seeing the third, it leaves a lot to be desired, I think. I can't
Speaking
say.
of movies, Alex, have you heard of the new theater that just opened up near where I live?
No. I don't know where you live
Oh
now.
man,
Oh no,
uh,
never mind, you told me.
yeah, it's got like reclining seats and stuff.
Is it like a D box theater?
I have no idea what that means.
Okay, that's
Are
all
they
I know.
showing the interview?
Are they showing the interview? Yeah, that's the
I don't
question.
think so.
Are your political beliefs on?
But anyway,
on
we should go sometime because it's boss.
is it like an AMC or a Regal? Is it like a big
It's a
name?
Regal.
Okay. Does it?
Um,
I guess it doesn't then. I was gonna ask if it had an IMAX theater, but that's like exclusively
I
an
don't
AMC
think
thing.
so. Yeah.
Yeah, that's AMC trademarked. They can all.
Yeah,
They're the
but
only ones.
it's pretty boss. It's like you go in and you have to reserve seats because they're on like 30 seats in each theater,
Hmm.
and all of them are like really nice king size recliners. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I went to this place they have like a special AMC theater, like a I don't know what it has like a name, but I don't remember it. In Florida, and they have like a few of these across the country where it's like big reclining, wonderful seats, but there's also like a counter in front of you, and there's like a little button, and you touch it, and a waiter comes and you order food from them, and they bring it to you.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So like they had like this baller ass. Yeah, very much so. They had this baller like milkshake and some pretty good food actually. Like I was surprised that the food was worth a damn. But it was actually like really good. And
Yeah, they've got like hot food you can order and also do that kind of stuff, but they don't have waiters.
yeah, like the ease of like I'm watching a movie in a movie theater in a super awesome seat.
Yeah,
Let me just touch this button.
it's where the mall used to be.
Okay.
It's where the mall used to be, and they also have like a Sarku Japan that's its own restaurant.
Weird.
And Buffalo Wild Wings is opening up there. It's pretty boss.
Yeah, there's a Buffalo Wild Wings in Columbia now, like right up the street from me, where
Yeah, I've been there.
Don Pablo used to be.
Yeah,
Which is sad because I like Don Pablo's, but it's good because I like Buffalo
Just-
Wild Wings.
yeah. There's one opening up in that same shopping center with the theater.
Cool. Yeah, I would recommend The Hobbit though. It's good. It's just not as good as the other two. The second one is my favorite, I think. There's your rule of threes for the day, Nabishin. Third one gets weird, right? No, the third one doesn't
Yeah.
get weird. It's just the
Well,
third
well,
one's,
well, which one's your favorite? You said the second one's your favorite.
second one's my favorite.
Yeah. Then the third one gets weird.
Yeah, in this case, the third one is just like, it's like the all the plot happened in the first two movies, and this one is just like the climactic battle scene that ends that story, and it ends, and you're like, oh, but it was good. It was cute story. It's pretty sad. The third movie's pretty sad, I'll say. And Evangeline Lilly is the most attractive elf that there has ever been.
All right, noted.
I will put that out there. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Like, I recorded a new episode of Roommates. That's going to go up in probably 2 weeks, just before New Year's. If like it actually goes up, I put up episode 11, so check that out if you're a fan of that. If you're watching this, roommates.podbean.com, and I had a pretty alright week. I just played a lot of video games. It was relaxing. What about you, Tony?
The best. I just played video games.
Good. And
Yeah.
it's winter break for me, so that's
There was a GP in Baltimore over this past weekend, so I was there over the weekend. But this week I've just been like playing video games.
cool. I'm sorry you missed talking to Joe. Good time.
Yeah, that was not a good thing. I was kind of sad about that.
Yeah. He sends his love, as always, of course.
I hope so.
Hot
Hot sweaty love.
sweaty love, nothing but it. That's the only way Joe knows how to love.
Not even butts.
Not even butts. It's just hot and well. I mean, the butt could be hot and sweaty.
Could be a hot and sweaty butt.
Now, Bashim, what about you?
Nothing really to report on. Like, work's been steady. I've been doing like all my Christmas shopping now. For like the last few days. Like weirdly, my nephew only went Microsoft points, so like I gave it to him pretty much early. He's like, "Oh, okay, I'm happy. You don't have to give me anything, but you know, I still have to give him something." He enjoyed me playing Plants vs Zombies, so I might just like get that for him. He was talking about, "Oh, I want to play that on my 360," so I might just get that for him. Mark and Katie already are done. I had an issue with getting Katie's package. Apparently, that got stolen from right in front of their house. They weren't really home that day on Saturday. So I asked Alex to help me out, and I got in contact with Amazon, and they refunded my money, and I just bought it again, and they're something into my house. So they should be good. As far as that, Mark's gift, I had to drive to like the Williamsburg to get his. Actually, because like I pretty much got him and Katie the same gift. Oh, they're not gonna fucking listen to this, but like I got them those. Well, since I can't find that GameCube adapter like fucking anywhere,
Yeah.
I got them like these hoary it's like a hoary like GameCube adapters that you just plug into your Wiimote and pretty much what acts like a classic controller, but it's just shaped into like a GameCube type of thing. So like and they showed me like a picture once like sometime during like Black Friday or whatever, like, oh, there's the Luigi one, I really want that. Mark's like, you're the one with that. So like I got that for him. Like 'cause that was a fucking hassle just to even find. The closest one was in Williamsburg, and that was like maybe like an hour drive going back and forth. So
Does everyone want the Luigi one?
no, it was just
I
he
would
wanted
assume
Luigi
so.
one, and like Katie didn't really ask for a controller, but you know I still want to play. And like it's about the three of us. That's the whole reason I bought Smash, so the three of us can play together. So I got her a Yoshi one. So I had to drive to Hampton to get Katie's one. Then I had to drive to Williamsburg to get Mark's, and then I had to drive back home. So yeah, that was like a hassle and like 100 miles, but it was worth it.
The concern for me is real because I'm trying to get one of those adapters before New Year's because that is when I can do it. This is when I can
Smash happen.
That's when I can smash with 8 people and have it be fun and actually a thing.
Good luck with that.
I know, like
because it's BS. Because like I pre-ordered that adapter on GameStop. It was like, oh, you can pre-order online, but it's online only, and like you can pre-order now. So I was like, sure, I did that. And like the day of their pre-order, they just pretty much like, we don't have it actually. Sorry. So it was pretty BS. So,
yeah, I'm working on it. Talking to some people. So, but
You can play with the 3DS if you have the game cartridge.
see, I do, but like I only have one, right? And and then
You
I
can also
have,
hook up Wii Remote with a classic controller,
yeah, I
as
got
well as how many actual controllers are you allowed to hook up?
you can put up 7 Wii remotes to the Wii U. But like
What about the Pro controllers?
Pro controllers like that's all under the same banner as the Wii remotes.
All right, well I can bring a couple of those over.
Okay.
Yeah, we should sort this out actually right now. Like, I got a Pro controller, I got my 3DS, and I got
I'm just gonna have to mark them somehow.
something,
Yeah,
something
just put
else.
like tape on it. That's what we did for Extra Life. Why is Evan texting us right now? I heard like other people's controllers, other people's fucking things vibrate. Yeah, I don't know. We'll be fine. All right, so Scott, you're gonna come to New Year's. The
I
only
hope
way
so.
I know is when people respond via Facebook.
I hope
I
so.
think I said I was going.
Yeah, you did.
When is it?
It's on New Year's Eve. You know,
What is it?
Let's see.
New Year's Eve is on a Wednesday.
Wednesday.
The Wednesday after next.
Hopefully.
Well, shit. Fuck it. We can only hope. I hope so. I would like to have you there. Yeah, I mean, we're not just going to be playing Smash Brothers, but like, there's going to be quite a few people there. So like, when it'd
But
be good
if
to
I'm
have-
there, that's all I'm gonna be doing.
Yeah, Scott's just going to be
Until-
like, "Who wants to play against me?" And everyone will be like, "I really don't."
I can make the game fun.
Yeah, no, just play Smash.
It's harder that now that they changed Ganondorf's ending screen face. But
Yeah, whatever, you'll figure it out.
I used to think that was so funny. I still think that's really funny.
Of course you do, Scott. What about anything else, Nabishin?
Well, like I said, Katie's just coming in. That should be coming in two days before Christmas, the 23rd. So that'd be a nice thing for her because I got her Totoro onesie, like a little well, I was probably seeing pictures of it, but it's just like a little pajama onesie suit that she could put in, like have a little Totoro hood and just a dumb thing I thought she would like. She'll enjoy it, and I know she will. Will she wear it? I don't know, but I know she'll enjoy it, and like the sentiment of it. And I also got Mark a Call of Duty like beanie hat type of thing. So I think he'll like that too if he wears it.
It's funny because I share my Prime with a couple of people. You included Nabishin, because it's super expensive and well, I don't mind sharing it. And it's like when anyone orders anything, I get an email and a text message, and it's like there's no privacy when you share with Prime with me. So I see the Totoro onesie. I'm like, what the fuck? I thought you were getting it for yourself. I figured it out though that it was a gift. But there was a moment. There was a real moment. But, it was also weird, coming off of the Studio Ghibli double feature episode of Muppets that we did. That's lost to the internet forever. So.
Oh really? You can't.
Yeah,
Oh man,
that episode is gone. That is the first lost episode of Mupp.
Like your first actual legit anime review type of thing, and it's like, oh, can't.
I
do
mean,
it. Can't have it.
we legit other things.
I'm being stupid. Don't worry about it.
I know, but yeah, it's gone. Okay, shit. That's
but,
it.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I think that's pretty much it. I feel like I should say something else, but I can't fucking remember right now. I don't know what it is. Maybe I'll bring it up later on, but yeah, it should be fine.
All right, let's talk about video games. Everybody got Audacity ready?
Uh,
I should do a test recording really fast. Sorry.
It's okay.
I'm ready.
Are you strangling a cat? Is that
No, that is his test recording sound.
I know, but,
remember how I told you guys you have weird ways of doing the test recording?
I mean, but when I do it, I just talk. Greg and Nabishin are the ones that make noises.
Yes.
Okay. On one then. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Whoa.
Whoa. We all good?
Mm-hmm.
Skid. Scott. Scott,
So
are you
that
good?
adventure time.
Yeah,
Pretty
I'm
good.
just messing with you.
Okay. You definitely succeeded. I'm gonna refill my water because this is probably gonna be the longest segment. Before we get started.
Let's see. Is there? It's hard to keep up with that.
I'll be back.
Nope. No new December. No new Adventure Time. Oh yeah, that's right. He left.
We all back? I don't know if not. We should want to get a drink.
He did.
Okay. Scott, do you still want to record next week? Next Friday is December 26th.
December 26th. Looking at the calendar.
Day after Christmas.
Yeah, it should be good then. Should be.
All right. I'm leaning towards like I don't really want to. I'd rather take the week off.
If you don't want to, that's fine.
Okay. I know we were just gonna do it because fuck it. But
I mean, we could do a 30-minute fuck it cast.
yeah, we could actually. That's a good point. We could do like a little holiday special.
What did we do?
Well, just
I could go over to Alex's house and we could hang out
and play Smash.
All right.
and then laugh at Evan because he's not there.
Yeah, because Damien.
You know, I like all these things.
Damien, Ethan, and I were going to exchange gifts on the 26th. So maybe we could just record on Saturday on the 27th.
Okay.
That'd be easier. I mean, you guys could still come over if you wanted to.
I'd be down.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll run it by Nabishin when he gets back.
You know, Robert, you want to drive up here? No? All right.
Well, I mean, not come over, but record on the Saturday. Jesus. Should I have eggnog for New Year's? Just cause?
Some juicy nog.
Some juiciness, some of that sweet nog.
Just cause is a good reason, but I wouldn't recommend having a lot of it.
No, I was only gonna get like maybe a carton, just one.
Mm-hmm.
Between
Like,
like,
do you like it?
I enjoy it, yeah.
I just remembered what it was.
Say it.
Oh, it's not really that big of a deal, but like my other niece and my other niece, my other nephew and niece might be coming here for Christmas, so I'm excited to see them. So now I won't be a 1/3 uncle; I'll be a full uncle now.
Sweet.
Great.
All your
Awesome.
uncle powers will activate, and you will destroy the world. Nabishin, I was asking,
Oh, that'd be fun.
did you still want to record next week?
I'll be fine for it.
Okay, can we record on Saturday the 27th instead of the 26th?
I am off Saturday, so that'll be fine with me.
Okay, cool. And we'll do that because Damien, Ethan, and I are going to try and exchange gifts on the 26th.
Aw, they're so cute last year too.
I know. You're adorable. Okay, I think...
Oh wait, this is the Christmas one then, technically.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is coming
I
out...
gotta think of a Christmas intro really fast.
This is coming out the day before Christmas Eve.
I gotta think of the Christmas one really fast.
Okay, you want me to give you a minute?
No, I got it. Go ahead. Go.
Okay.
Oh, dude, that was fast.
That was
Damn,
nice.
you're good.
Hot dizzity damn.
Am I still recording? That's a good thing to check. I am still recording.
I was about to fucking say.
But my headphones just got unplugged.
Are we waiting for Tony, or is he still here?
I'm here.
Okay,
That's
I'm
gonna be
fine.
fun for you to edit. Actually, I don't think you're gonna have to. Yeah, you just have to cut it
I
out.
I only add stuff for like the pre-show bumper if it's good, if it's worthy.
Oh
Sometimes,
no, my headphones bumped out, so there was gonna be that feedback. But this is all pre-show, so whatever.
We're not worthy.
yeah, you're all good. It is Friday, December 19th, 2014, and you're listening to the Irrational Passions podcast. I am Alex O'Neill, and Merry Early Christmas. With me, I have Scott Guthier,
Hey,
Tony Horvath,
hey.
and Brian Nabishin Jackson.
Nancy Spumoni Snow Boots.
Um, and welcome to Irrational Passions podcast, a podcast sometimes about video games. Actually, it's pretty much all the time, except for sometimes.
You get the reference.
I think. But like
It's Christmas related.
I want to say the movie Snow Day, but I feel like that's not right.
No, that's not right. It's Hey Arnold.
Okay.
Held
I
with one
want-
Nancy Spumoni Snow Boots, but you couldn't get and then like Harold, no, Harold
I remember
Arnold.
now. I remember the Nancy
He
Spumoni
worked,
Snow
got
Boots.
that stuff for the yeah. He had to get that was the one thing on the list he didn't have. So he
Yes.
just win daughter back together and all this other stuff. So,
Yes,
yeah.
yes. I remember now.
I don't think I saw that one. I'm sad.
It's a good
about it.
one. Again, emotionally powerful, like all of Hey Arnold. Weirdly enough.
Thinking, man.
But also, like Snow Day was like the first movie or the first anything with Josh Peck in it. Fun fact, he played the fatter kid, and I really want to watch that movie.
That narrows it down.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, there was like the it was the main dude, his chubby best friend, and the girl that would end up with the main dude. So, and
Danny
it's a girl
Tamborelli?
12. Yeah, exactly.
No,
So,
I'm asking. Are you in that movie, right? 'Cause that was supposed to be a PvP movie, if I heard right, if I remember what it.
yes, no, that was the one that's supposed to be Pete and Pete, but it didn't end up being Pete and Pete. Yeah, okay. I need to watch that because that was my childhood jam. Anyway, welcome to Irrational Passions podcast. We're gonna talk about video games. But first, let me tell you, you should be watching Alex Plays Zelda on youtube.com/Irrational Passions. That's kind of the only thing we're putting out right now. I've also been recording a whole bunch of guest top 10 Game of the Year podcasts, which have been super fun. All of them have come out amazing. You're still doing one with Mark and Katie, right, Nabishin?
Yep, just waiting for my microphone.
Okay, and we wanna try and get Mr. Jeff Chorney back. We didn't actually have him on a show this year, I don't think. Weirdly enough,
Who? What?
Jeff Chorney.
Oh, sure. I just Jeff.
Yeah, I miss Jeff. We need to get him back on.
Ask Jeff and Chris. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe we could do like a little indie special.
Why not Travis? That's Travis on the show. I actually could get Travis on the show forever.
I know, and like I think I had like talked to him at one point, and then I just forgot because he was like, "Ask me in like a week," and then I was like, I forgot.
Alex is really good at that.
Yeah, well, I'm a busy guy. I keep myself busy. But
Also monthly passions, by the way.
oh yeah, see, I completely forgot. But yeah, no, that's kind of like the only thing going out right now. Just to give you guys a heads up, we're coming toward the close of the year. Our Game of the Year content is going to be starting to trickle out the first full week of January. I think that first full week, I'm going to be putting out the top 10 shows, and then the week after that, I'm going to be putting out our Game of the Year shows. I think that's just going to be easier for me to do. And that first full week of January, as in the Friday after next, we are going to be taking off. I'm not going to be recording that week. Next week we'll be doing some maybe a holiday special. Maybe we won't do like a regular format show. So that'd be fun. So there you go. That's updates on Irrational Passions. Let's get right into it. I've been playing some video games. Let's talk about them. I played Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix to completion, hardcore style. I finished the fuck out of that game. In case you guys were curious, Navish and I were talking about it a little bit before the show. I went and I did all the extra stuff, all that stuff that I said there's no way I could do. There was a way I could do it, and I totally did it.
Yeah.
You'd have been proud of me, Scott. I'm proud of myself. I beat all the organization member data recreations, which is like
Yeah,
harder.
it's like most of that stuff. It doesn't require that you do something ridiculous. It, at the very least, it uh, does require a formula, though.
It requires you to be pretty good at the game. I'll tell you that much.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you
Um,
use reflect.
unless you use reflect. I mean, I'll full disclosure. I used reflect a good amount, but I wasn't like one of those people that was just sitting there just doing that and like winning, because I don't think that's very fun. I think it's more fun to like recognize boss patterns and like see cues as like, oh, this is when I block
Well,
and
I like,
learn stuff like
yeah,
that.
and like to be fair, for Sephiroth's Fallen Eight, what I think that's what it was called. The one where he drops you down to 1 health
Yeah, and takes all your
automatically.
MP.
That is where you're supposed to use Reflect.
Or drop an elixir on that time delay and then fucking destroy. I beat Sephiroth on my first try in this run, which I was like terrified by. I was like, oh god, is this boss not hard enough for me? Luckily, I found a boss that was plenty hard for me in that game. But yeah, no, I beat the organization data recreations, all 13 of them. It was like weird. I had trouble on ones that I didn't expect to have trouble on. Like I beat the Marluxia one, which was like he was like the bane of my existence. I beat him on my first try. I was like, all right, I can do this. My spirits have been rejuvenated. I can totally beat all these guys. The one I had the most trouble with was Luxord. Weirdly enough, because
Luxord. No, I'd say reasonably so.
well, the because like the actual fight was pretty fine. It was like I learned how to get away from his moves and everything, and take him down real easy. Again, I didn't attempt any of this stuff till I was level 99. Just for full disclosure, any Kingdom Hearts fans out there will know. So,
Okay.
except for Marluxia, I did Marluxia when I was like level 80 something. But you should be level 99. I'll say for these bosses because they fucking eat your health like it's nothing. Like it's
Jeez, I took Sephiroth at level 50.
yeah. I did Sephiroth at I think like maybe 62 or something like that.
Alright.
But because like Sephiroth isn't like he was something I did before I beat the game. The data recreations I did after I beat the game. But like Luxord, when you beat him, you do the whole boss fight, right? You get the time gauge down, and then he does the same thing over and over again. You have to succeed against it, which is his desperation move. That's like in the Kingdom Hearts like speed running community or whatever. That's like what they call like their limit breaks or whatever. Um, so his desperation move is when he like makes a bunch of cards appear and he attacks you over and over again, which is easy to dodge, and then he like surrounds you in these columns of cards, and you have to get 4 circles in your little command deck. Which is like it's something he does in the regular boss fight, but you have to get it right, and it's like much harder to land it. It's like total bullshit. Like that last one is going so quickly back and forth between X and circle. And if you fuck it up, you like lose a huge chunk of your time gauge, and he gets a huge chunk back, and then he does it over again. And usually you have like enough time to do 3 attempts. So that sucked. It was a matter of getting it down, and I took a break between sessions of trying to do it, and then when I came back, I beat him. So that was hard, and Lexius was hard, just because a lot of his moves are really hard to learn how to dodge, because he'll like smash the whole area and do damage to you regardless of where you are. That's when reflect is really useful, or like getting really good at dodge rolling. And Zemnis was really hard because that's a 2
Dodge roll is the ultimate move.
dodge roll is the ultimate move. It's very true.
Like I was saying, like that's when I played Final Mix. I was like, God, how did I ever play this game before without having dodge roll? But
Yeah,
you know, that's
it is very much that's the case, especially like because I'm gonna be playing through it on critical. Like I can't imagine me getting through that game without it. But Zemnis is hard because it's a 2-part boss fight. You have to fight like the Zemnis in front of the tower and like the skyscraper, and then you also have to do him like the one with Riku at the end. which I didn't know. I didn't know you had to do both, but you do. And that second fight is actually legitimately super fucking hard and frustrating. But I did it. So I did that, which is like there are these bunch of things that you can do after you beat the game. That was one of them. The other one is fighting the Lingering Will, which is the armor and the will and the spirit left behind by Terra when he loses his body in another Kingdom Hearts game that I'll talk about in a little bit. Spoilers, I guess. Not really.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
They've had enough time.
It's been 4 years, guys. Birth by Sleep came out in 2010. But that was tough. That took me combined 10 hours of attempting to fight that boss. And it is like, now that I've beaten it, because when you fight the same enemy for so long, you kind of figure out how it works. Which is to say, like, you realize like the numbers and the digits behind it. Like, I do this amount of damage, then like he has like a reaction to it because I did so much damage or I did so many moves. And I think the Kingdom Hearts speedrunning community calls that his revenge counter, for example. And like the way that boss reacts is dependent on what you do, but also there's a total random bullshit aspect to it, which makes it incredibly difficult to predict and incredibly difficult to fight if you're like looking to like just learn how to fight him. And I didn't use a guide or anything to beat him.
I know, and those kinds of bosses, it'd be dumb to do that.
Yeah.
It was just kind of like going blind into it. I figured out stuff. So like afterwards, when I was like looking at guides and like seeing how they broke it down and comparing it to my process, I was surprised at how similar it was, at like how technical it gets. But yeah, it was that was like one of the most satisfying things I've ever done, was beating him, because it took me so long, and two, like, because I was streaming when I actually beat him, and I took that video. It's up on YouTube, so you can watch it. You can watch my reaction, and you can also see that second session of attempts and like see me lose. Like, I think I lost like 7 times before I beat him in that session, and that's like an hour-long video. But yeah, just youtube.com/irrationalpassions. I was so tense, like the palm sweating, the heavy breathing, or just the not breathing at all. More like, and just the intensity of the fight was so real. It was like I haven't had that in a while, because like I don't really do a lot of extra bosses. Sometimes I do because I think they're fun, if the game is fun. Which obviously
in Kingdom Hearts, you find all the extra bosses that you can, and then after they told you you've completed all the extra bosses, you keep looking for more.
Yeah, you keep looking,
and then you get sad when you finally accept that there's no more.
Yeah, like when I heard this was like an extra boss in the Final Mix version, this was like one of the things I was like, oh god damn it, why can't this come to America? So actually having this, and this was the first time I had ever attempted this. I've played Final Mix on the PS2, but this was like my first real attempt at it. And it's hard, man. It's not fucking easy. It's just like all the different things he can do, and there are different like patterns that he'll take depending on the first attack he gives you at the beginning of the fight. And some of those patterns just are like the fuck you patterns that are not easy to maneuver around and fight against. Like he has moves that like seal your item and magic commands, and you just have to like break through a smaller health bar before you can get those back. You can't heal, and if Donald dies, well then you're fucked because you can't use any healing items and you can't use any cures or anything. So like those scenarios made me like really really good at just like riding it out on 1 HP. Just like learning how to dodge roll through the 1 HP and kind of get good at dodging all of his attacks, and when it's all or nothing. So, but yeah, that was super, super awesome, super satisfying. You should watch that video. I've watched it. Like, I watched me beat him again to like just to re-feel that invigoration like 7 times. So, because I was just so excited when I did it. But yeah, I did everything. I think my total time in Kingdom Hearts 2 for this playthrough was 80 hours. So, there you go.
Now you go beat Julius.
A pretty good time.
Dude, I'm gonna go back to Dream Drop Distance soon, and Fucking. Anyway, I like there's nothing in Kingdom Hearts 2 that I can't do now. I'm gonna get that platinum trophy, no problem. But I also played through Birth by Sleep this week. That was kind of like the tail end of last week. And this week I played through Birth by Sleep, which now I've just finished. I beat all the campaigns. I did the final episode, and now the secret episode, 0 Point, I guess is what it's called, which that's new for the final mix version, which was fun. The voice actress that plays Aqua came back for that, so presumably she will come back for Kingdom Hearts 3, which is good. I think she did a really great job doing Aqua. Aqua's my favorite character from that game, and yeah, it was pretty good. Like Birth by Sleep has like a lot of problems that I always forget about. The finish commands are both like a blessing and a curse. Like, oh, this is really cool. Like I build up a bar and then I can do like this really cool finisher, but all the best ones take way too long or are just obnoxious in how you go about doing them. And like the D-Link system, I can connect to these other characters and use their specific moves or use moves about them, and all of their finishing moves pretty much suck. And I have to deal with that every time I do a combo. Stuff like that, like I always forget. But there's also like other really cool things, like the command shifts that were like, oh, I used fire in this combo, so now I transform into this fire form and I do fire attacks. And then if I do more fire attacks...
I forgot how the finishers work, but I remember I found a way to cope with that so that that was no longer an issue for me. I forget what I did though. Completely, it was so long ago.
You can change, like you can go in the menu and change your finishing moves, so that's just like the simpler ones that don't do as much damage, but it's faster, so it's more satisfying to just work through that game without relying on the finishing moves anyway.
Did you beat Lingering Vanitas and Young Sandheart?
I haven't yet, because like I just finished it, and then I'm gonna try and do the Mirage Arena stuff, and then I might do that stuff.
Have you ever did it before?
I beat Vanitas before as Aqua, and I mean that wasn't too bad. There's a pretty easy way to do it by just using mines and stuff, because like I went into it just to see what it was like again, and I was like, oh shit, that's right, this boss fucking does not fuck around.
Yeah, don't use healing items and have mines. That's the best solution.
Yeah. So I'll probably go back and do that at some point, but like I just beaten it. And like I played 59 hours of that game, and it's not Kingdom Hearts 2. It's not something I could just play forever, because it is a little rough around the edges. So I'm like taking a little bit of a break from it. But yeah, no,
Xehanort though was bullshit in that game.
Yeah,
straight up.
I
beat him though. I fucked him. I did. Yes. But, yeah.
I have not beaten Young Xehanort before. I haven't really attempted it though. Like I haven't tried, but I mean, I'm like I said, there's nothing in Kingdom Hearts I can't do now. So
I'm curious if they fixed the frame rate for that, because like when he does when he multiplies himself, is like that's when the frame rate just goes to shit and on the PSP. So I'm just wondering if they fixed that for the PS3 version.
I would say probably not if it's like one of the more intense parts. Like I think the game ran a bit smoother overall, but there were still like frame rate drops where there probably shouldn't have been, just because it's a port and not like built from the ground up. Like, I wondered, because if they do end up porting this to PS4 and Xbox One, like, they wouldn't, like, half-ass it, because I feel like people would get upset about that. So I don't know if they would bump it up to 60, or just change the frame rate, or what they would do with that, but who knows.
Are they doing that?
It was rumored at some point, just so that
they are doing Final Fantasy X, though, so that would be, like, the gauge of where you can see, like, how they'll do as far as their porting.
Yeah, it's just like that way they're putting out a Kingdom Hearts game next year. I still think it's more likely they just put out Dream Drop Distance.
It's Kingdom Hearts, a game every year.
Yeah, as a downloadable. And that way they keep momentum going. Because I think they are aiming at least for a 2016 release for Kingdom Hearts 3. But obviously...
Did you see the Volume 2 Birth by Sleep movie game?
Yeah, I did see that. They didn't take it out.
Yeah. That's weird, isn't it?
That's not a thing, right? Like Nomura was like, I want to do this, but he's not going to do it, right?
I have honestly I'm still blank on that. Like he mentioned it like a couple of times, but like that one's like mum's the word. You can't find it on YouTube. you have to like actually go to like some like Daily Motion or something to actually see that video anywhere on the internet. So it was a really weird thing that like everybody just kind of forgot about. But
I didn't forget. I haven't forgot since I first saw it. I
That's
don't know what
okay.
Birth by Sleep Volume 2 is or what it even means. So
I'm
like,
still curious though. I'm thinking it's just like what I want to read
You
to
got
be
you're gonna
was
have to
supposed to be
link
a
me a
plot
video
hole
because
filler,
at
but
this point I don't know what you're talking about.
So,
And
like-
it's Kingdom Hearts, so I have to know.
yes. So when you beat Birth by Sleep Final Mix,
Mhm.
right? There's an extra section called Zero Point where you play as Aqua when she's going through the Land of Darkness, right? And she's fighting Heartless, which she doesn't recognize because this was before Heartless were a thing. And then she fights something called, like, everyone calls it a Red Eyes, which is like not a Heartless. But
Is it a black dragon?
it is not a black dragon. It's not a red eyes black dragon. Weirdly enough, it's like an animalistic thing. It looks like the boss you fight in Beast Castle in Kingdom Hearts 2, but it's apparently like not a heartless. I don't know where that comes from. It comes from somewhere. Justin and I were talking about it. So like after that, Aqua's like walking around, and then she sees the Castle of Dreams, Cinderella's world, in the World of Darkness, and then it says something, and it's like Birth by Sleep Volume 2. Like, what the fuck does that mean? You are being like visually assaulted with this information.
Yeah, hey, maybe instead of a port to the PS4, Birth by Sleep Volume 2 next year.
Yeah, like let's bring it back, man. Close the loop on it. And like Nomura, the man that is Kingdom Hearts, basically hasn't said anything about it.
yeah.
Refuses to say anything about it.
Yeah, like ever. So who knows what it is? I'm looking at like a news story from October that says Nomura hopes to tell Birth by Sleep Volume 2 story one day. So there you go. I thought like I didn't know if it was like Birth by Sleep 2, basically another Kingdom Hearts 0.5. But I don't know. Fuck it, man. Anyway, I beat that game. That's really good. I like the new stuff. It's I like the new commands and the new. I fought against Monstro in the Mirage Arena. That sucks. That's not fun at all. But
Oh, wait till you play Xehanort.
yeah, right. Like Xehanort and armor. That looks real not fun too. But whatever.
Master Ericus too.
The Master Ericus boss looks cool.
Yeah.
I was watching that. That looks cool. You get to use Ericus's Keyblade when you're in the Land of Darkness, and that thing
Yeah.
is fucking overpowered as shit, and it's awesome. And hopefully, apparently Sora's gonna get that at some point in Kingdom Hearts 3, or at least if that teaser is to be presumed upon. So that's a good Keyblade. It's got good reach. I played more Sunset Overdrive today. I put some time in today, which is
Yeah, that you're recoded by the way.
I haven't touched Recoded.
Okay.
So
Move on.
I opened it and I was like, oh god, this is like 3 hours, and then I'd closed it. I'll do that at some point, maybe like in the morning, maybe tomorrow or something. But yeah, I played Sunset Overdrive. There's this mission in that game that I played today, that I added to our Game of the Year doc, where like you're trying to help this king, right, who's sick. This king, I say, because you're trying to help this group of LARPers, live action role playing, if you're not familiar. And you have to deal with them in the way you would in the 12th century or whatever. So, because like they're all stubborn and crazy. But one of them, who's played by Laura Bailey, is like cool, and she's like, don't worry, like I have fun with this bullshit, but I'll be real with you. So she's like, we need to get medicine for the king. So you go and get like they call it Fizcatussin, as in Robitussin, but like Fizco is the company in the game, so they call it Fizcatussin. So you get like a whole big bottle of that, and then she's like, I think Wendy is her name. She's like, well, we got a problem. We have to make this a 12th century delivery system of the medicine. You can't just give him like modern medicine because like it's gonna break the illusion. So I need you to take off all your clothes and walk through this pond and get a bunch of leeches on your body. So you walk through the pond and you get a bunch of leeches, and you're like getting a little bit of a headache, and you're just covered in leeches in your underwear. And she's like, now I need you to drink this entire bottle of Robitussin so the leeches will get it from your blood, and then hopefully that'll transfer over to the king when we put the leeches on him for bloodletting. And you're like, that sounds fucking stupid. But you do it, and then you're high on Robitussin, covered in leeches, walking through the city. And like you're hallucinating, and like you're following this Fizco like balloon that's like talking to you, and you're like, what is happening? And the dialogue happening there is great. And then he's like, let's make this interesting. The floor is lava, and then just the whole city erupts in glowing magma. Of course, you're hallucinating. So you're like jumping from building top to building top, and the floor is lava, and lava's everywhere. And you're being attacked by skeletons because why not? And I'm like, this game is fucking awesome. So I don't know, like that's probably like my favorite mission so far, along with a couple other things. I did see like for you, Navashan, I saw the focus group mission, which is pretty good. It's actually a side quest where you were like, you're trying to figure out why Fizco did all these things, and they're like, well, we used a robot focus group. And then you have to fight against the focus group, and they're just making comments to you. So I don't want to spoil that though. It's real good. Yeah, Sunset Overdrive continues to be a ton of fun. I just really like playing that game, and the fact that I think it's pretty funny on top of that is good icing to the cake. Like there's this lady who rents out quest bubbles that float over people's heads, and she's like, well, people have been holding on to the quest bubbles longer than they need to, so I need you to go get them. And like some good dialogue, like like your main dude, you're like, I hear you have an overdue quest bubble. He's like, well, I was gonna like break it down and reverse engineer it to see why people love doing side quests, but I guess like if you need it, I mean I really want to hold on to it. What if I use it to get a quest bubble over my head, and the quest is for you to let me keep it? And you're like, the game will fucking crash if you do that. I thought it was funny. That's exactly what you say, is the game will fucking crash. Yeah, that stuff made me happy. But that's probably gonna make a good spot on my list. And other than that, I've been playing A Link to the Past, which you can watch me play. I've been really enjoying that game. Of course, I've been dying a lot while I'm playing it because I'm just not paying attention. Like I'm not like looking at my hearts or looking at the enemies or whatever. I'm just talking about like dicks or whatever I talk about during those videos. So watch me play that. Alex plays Zelda. I need to update that playlist so it has all the videos in it, but that's a good one. That's probably gonna be done around mid-January, and then I'll have started Skyward Sword sometime in January. But that's it. Scott, did you play anything?
Several things. The only one I remember that I had something to talk about is Dust, though.
Okay.
I went ahead and I finished that game.
Oh, okay. There you go. Cool. What do you think?
That game's really good.
Yeah.
It like, how did you put this game down? Did you just not get into it?
I only played like the first hour or so. So like I didn't really give it enough time for me to get
Did you
into
like what difficulty did you put it on?
normal. But
Alright.
like
So
I was having a little bit of trouble, so that was hard enough for me.
All right. Well,
I'm the same
here's a
way
nice.
too. I mean, I enjoyed the game when I played it. I just
Well, yeah, I'm just gonna
thing. So
I'm gonna hand you a few tips.
Mm-hmm.
Parrying is done by holding the attack button,
Okay.
and that's not something that at least I picked up on until I had to figure out how parrying worked, because you have to do that later.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's by holding the attack button while you're attacking.
Okay. And like that, does that like just counter enemy attacks and stuff?
Yeah, and then defense is the most important stat, because defense isn't percent based; it's absorption based.
Mm. Okay. I mean, like now that game's come out on PS4 and it was free for PlayStation Plus, like I have it, and it's much easier to access because I had a PC before, and that's a little bit of a hassle to set up. So it's much easier to get to now. So I plan on going back to it, but it's just
You
nothing.
need to.
Like I didn't get into it when I did. Like the actual like the story about it, got me interested when I heard about it. It's like it's about genocide and stuff. I
Like
didn't,
Thor.
yeah, like Thor. Weirdly enough, yes. But I just didn't get to that portion of it yet.
Did you take down the first boss yet?
I don't think so. I didn't get to like the first real boss at least.
The giant.
Maybe it's been a while.
He would have had a health bar that displayed across the screen. It would have had like
I
a
think
boss
so,
type
then.
health bar. All right, yeah, and you got to the first village.
Yeah, I got to the first village, and that's where I stopped.
All right, okay, yeah, that is understandable then.
So I'm still like there, and I haven't gone any at all past. I don't think I've even talked to people. But yeah, like I just picked it up to see like, can I get into this? I'm like, oh yeah, this is good. I'll come back to it, and I just never got the chance. But I do want to get back to it. So like, what really stuck with you? Was it just the way the game played, or was it everything?
Everything.
Yeah.
They don't add too much in terms of combat from when you start,
Mm-hmm.
but instead they change up the enemies.
Yeah, make them more challenging
So
to fight.
they force you to fight differently.
Okay.
The way that you
sounds
fought
clever.
in this area is not the same way that you're going to be able to fight in this area. Yeah, they instead of changing the system, they change the environment, which is, I want to say, more odd for games.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I mean, that's something like, I think things like Mario actually kind of do, where
Hmm.
they change like they change the way you play instead of they change the game itself.
Yeah, instead of continually adding stuff, well, they do add some things, but it's more or less like stuff to move around rather
Mhm.
than to fight.
Yeah, for sure. Um, I
Oh,
mean,
and also, there are going to be a few places that you can see a little later in the game that you might figure out how to get to.
mhm.
But if it's too high to jump to,
Don't fucking worry about it.
don't worry about it. Because if you get up there, you're like, fuck it, I'm getting up there. You might crash the game because I did that like 5 times.
Okay.
Before I went a different way, was like, oh, okay, and then we came back.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely had a moment where I was like, I can get up there, and I tried that for like 10 minutes, and I was like, I can't get up there. All right, so like highest recommendation from Scott Gethier right there. Maybe you can put that on your list since you didn't get to it till this year.
But yep, it's going on there.
Okay, worth mentioning. One guy made that game. One dude.
All of it.
All of it, but the music. He had somebody score it afterwards, but yeah, he drew the art. He made the game. He coded it himself. And I interviewed that guy.
Yeah, we talked to
Dean.
that guy.
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
Totally cool dude.
I'm glad you like it, Scott. Anything else you've been playing?
Who is that guy?
I don't remember his last name. I'll look it up.
Let's see, that guy. That's a name.
He does have a name. I'm sorry. Dean Dodrill. So there you go. I didn't remember his last name off the top of my head. Anything else you want to talk about, Scott?
Not really.
Just Dust. Play that game if you haven't already.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is one. Are you gonna go back to it? Not
If
for
you
now?
have, email me if you can choose between good and evil. If you actually have that choice.
Okay. There it is. The ambiguity. Nabishin, did you ever finish that game?
What, Dust?
Yeah. Goose.
No, like I said, I was pretty much where you were at.
Like all of you guys have tried the game, never finished it. And I'm just like, what?
Yeah,
Why?
like I probably just got to the first village and I just stopped. And I don't know, like it's the same problem I have with that game that I have with Bastion and and Transistor. It's just like games I like to play. I know I would like if I play them. It's just like just me getting around to playing them. Is like it doesn't have a real drive factor as far as that. But that's just a me thing. And like
Getting in
I
the
know I
mood.
know it's
Bastion
like
was super story driven.
eh,
Super story driven. And if you couldn't find it there, then there was reason to just not play that game. The fighting mechanics were all right.
Yeah, I think they got better as the game went on.
But like they're nothing super impressive. To me,
It doesn't matter if
Dust's
it's standing around
fighting
and that.
mechanics and everything like that are impressive.
Sure.
So like the mechanics are what hooked me in, and then as the game went on, so did the story. And when I came to the end of it, I'm having a hard time believing that you guys tried to get into the game and couldn't stick with it.
Okay, that is surprising. I mean, like I said, I will go back to it, especially with your recommendation. It is something I have no excuse not to play. I think. Plus, I'm in the mood for like a good indie game. I didn't play enough of those this year.
Transistor.
It's on the list, man. That's my Sunday
Oh,
game.
one more thing. For the leveling system, you have to have one in each slot before you can hit the next tier.
Okay.
That was also something that I had a problem with because I had to grind in the beginning because I stuck all my stuff into defense because I noticed I needed that because I was getting one shot. And then I put all my points into attack directly after that. And then I'm like, all right, well, I have nowhere to go from here. So I put one in health, one in the fidget, and then the next tier unlocked. I'm like, oh, that's how that works.
Okay.
Then I was sad because I had to grind out a couple more levels. Whereas if I would have known that earlier, it wouldn't have had to.
All right, I'll keep that in mind. All right, Nabishin, video games. Nabishin. Video games. What you been playing?
Most of my week has been pretty much entirely with this Captain Toad. It's just been nothing about that game.
The grind is real, man.
It's so good. I really like it a lot. It's just like kind of addicting. Like I said, it's just something that I needed at the moment. It's something I actually just lay in my bed and play on my gamepad and just like just get around that game. I don't even need a TV for that. Just like just actually like laying in my bed and playing on the gamepad, like just to a podcast or just something else in the background while I play that game. It's just fun. It's adorable. Right now, I'm so close to getting 100% in that game, but like I'm actually stuck on this this little maze roguelike area, which is kind of weird for that game, but like it's like one of the bonus levels that like you have to like go through a path and get to the exit. And there's like multiple levels. You just go through like a short path and then you go to the exit, and then like you go to the next level, you go to the path and to the exit. And like the entire time you're being followed by this zombie mummy that's right behind you, so like you can't like really like buck up on your moves. You have to like go to like a certain path. Like if you like have to like, oh, I missed a coin or something, you have to turn around. You might run into your that zombie mummy thing, and then like it'll kill you instantly. So like it's like it's an actual real challenge in that game. Not that to say that game isn't really challenging, because like find some of those diamonds and like collectibles in that game. It's like it's like a brain scratcher and stuff like that. But like it's pretty much just like a coaster game, like kind of like a Hokum. It's like even if you play this just to go through and just experience for what it is. But yeah, that part is challenging. You have to get 5,000 coins and get to the bottom, which I think is like 50 levels. And like every level is like almost about like less than a minute, maybe like 30 seconds or a minute. So like it's really kind of tough, and like it's hard to get through. But like I'm really enjoying it so far. I'm gonna beat it. It's gonna take some time, but I'm gonna beat it eventually. And I'll wreck that shit. So.
Yeah,
really awesome.
I know you've been like getting way into it. How much time do you think you've sunk into it?
It's been over 15 hours now.
Okay.
But yeah, it's pretty much like oh, I'm tired of playing Wolfenstein or Guilty Gear Xrd, and I'll play Captain Toad for a while, and I just enjoy that for a good hour or two. Yeah, that game's really great. I really, really enjoy that game.
All right, man. Like, my thing with it is like I kind of do want to play it. I just don't know if.
You want to buy it?
Well, it's that, yeah, but I don't know if I want that much Captain Toad because I thought the amount of Captain Toad in Super Mario 3D World was perfect. They nailed the balance. Like I had my fill of Captain Toad by the end of it, which was like 7 levels maybe.
I don't know. Like it was like I almost had like almost no interest in this game whatsoever until like recently, like a week before. It's just kind of Super Mario 3D World me, and just like I just looked at it and just like I just took it all in. I was like, you know what, dude, I do want to play this game. Like it just like it hooked me. It enticed me with its adorbs, and I don't
It
know.
is super adorbs.
You don't know until you play it. Like honestly, how much adorbs that game is. But
There's
like,
so much adorbs.
Toad isn't the most adorbs for me. Like I don't think Toad's
but,
very adorable. I think Toadette's pretty adorable.
hey, they're both in that game, so.
Yeah.
But you'll see. Like I said, just
I
try
won't
it out.
see because I'm not gonna play that game. So
No, I'm gonna show it to you when we're there. I'm not saying like for game of the year. I'm just saying like you'll see it for yourself when I let you put the controller in your hand and you can see it for yourself. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay,
You should watch that Giant Bomb Quick Look.
I could.
You probably should.
Actually, watch Nick Robinson's review.
Okay.
Babylonian. Like that's like the most.
I
Like,
know. No, don't worry. I know who
he
Nick Robinson
puts the
is.
words out better than I can.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it looks good. It looks like a totally good game. I can't do. I've had like enough Nintendo ventures for me this year. I think that might be it. Nintendo out, which is a weird thing to say, but you know, it is true that I can only
For
do some.
JRPG art.
It's more or less because of all the Zelda he's been playing.
Yeah, I mean, I played like all the Zelda games, but I mean, Zelda is different. Like kind of like the sheen and shine, the glitz and glam of all the Nintendo games that have come out this year, like Smash Brothers and Mario Kart specifically, have like that same kind of sheen about them that Captain Toad does.
Sheen is my favorite character.
Sheen is great. I mean, like
Planet Sheen. What the fuck with that show though?
that
That made
show
me
is
mad.
pretty good though.
It was good. It was funny, but it wasn't the same.
It wasn't the same, but like
It's you know what it is. It's exactly like those Pirates of the Caribbean movies when they took out Elizabeth Swann and Orlando Bloom. I don't know
Yeah.
why I said their real name and then the fake name, but whatever. When they took out and you had just Captain Dexter all by himself, like you need those straight people so you can show how good Captain Sparrow is, and that's the same thing with Sheen. You can't put him in a weird planet because it's like he just adjusts to it, and it's like you need that weird guy with the playing people and
Yeah,
Carl.
like the chemistry between Jimmy and Sheen was what made it super fucking hilarious because Sheen made no sense and Jimmy made all the sense.
Yes, and Carl could do his own show, but
And Carl took a puff of his inhaler and hurt his scapula.
But hold on. Did anybody ever figure out where they while they were trying to illustrate to you that Carl is dumber than Sheen?
Oh, totally. But like Carl is Jimmy's best friend. That's fucked up. Like, okay, Sheen's really weird, and he loves fucking
Ultra Lord.
Ultra Lord. Thank you.
Dude, Ultra Lord's the best.
Ultra Lord is the best, but like Sheen is not like any more or less loyal than Carl, and Carl's a fucking shit for brain.
He always wants Jimmy's mom. Oh my god, I'd be watching that show again.
That's right. Oh my god. Fuck. Jimmy Neutron is a fucking great show.
It is.
Cindy's such a great Helga for that show, in like a completely different way. Oh god, I do need to watch that show. It's been like years since I've seen an episode of that. I need to go watch a Jimmy Timmy Power Hour or all three. Fuck it. Anyway, yeah,
Wow.
the sheen on Nintendo games is worn off. Not enough Ultra Lord, at least for this year. I'm ready for Zelda, and Starfax. That also looks good. What else have you been playing, Abishin? Oh, I
More.
remember what I was gonna say. My brother bought a Wii U. My oldest brother. He texted me today. He's like, "So I bought a Wii U."
Tell him Scott said that was a good choice.
I told him this was a good year for it. And it came with Super Mario 3D World. He was looking for some recommendations. I told him to buy Bayonetta 2. I thought like that was the right thing to do.
That was the right thing to do.
I told him he should get Mario Kart and Bayonetta 2. He said he got Wind Waker HD and he likes it. And he also picked up Zombie U for $3. And I said it's definitely worth $3. So, there you go. Buy Bayonetta 2, buy Mario Kart and its DLC. Continuing option, sorry.
Oh, you're fine. So the other thing I played was oh yeah, Blue Among Us. I played more of that game. Dude, that's my new game of the year.
Yeah, right. Okay, don't break my heart again.
No, it's not. But I'm so glad I went through that. Honestly, that it was really good for what it was. I do feel though like
I believe you described that game as just above average.
well, that was at the moment.
Okay.
You know, sometimes something like lingers, and then it's like, oh, it's better than what you expected, or something that's like, or just like vibes for you, like Infamous or like a movie, for examples with me.
Okay, I'm glad it's gotten better in the retrospect.
Yeah, I still think that game is actually really decent and really good. I like the main reason I said it was like above average is because like I felt like burned from like the first episode. You know, I went through them all at once, so like I felt like the way the first episode's ending twist, I felt they kind of took that away almost immediately. Cause I was like, oh, that's an interesting thing. You establish the character and then you immediately killed her off. Like, oh, that'd be awesome. Like maybe they'll establish her more, do some flashbacks, and then it'll be like really interesting from that way, because like, you know, you just knew this character and boom, she's dead. Oh, that's crazy. And it's like, oh, never mind in episode 2. But I felt like I will say that like I felt like only the odd episodes are actually like the best ones of the even ones weren't all that good, or
I mean,
it didn't feel that way at least.
I like episode 2 just because of like the twist. I thought was really good because I definitely didn't see it coming. Which is weird because that character in question is very much alive in the comics, which takes place about 20 years after this game. So like people were like, "Wait, what's going on?" And they probably had some inkling to that the character was still alive, but I didn't expect it. I definitely didn't expect the way it went down. At least of like she just showed up and you're like, "Oh, what?" This is awkward, and it kept moving from there. I don't think it lost momentum after like that reveal, and I don't know. Like I do like the odd episodes better. I think episode 4 is the weakest, but I still thought it was good.
Yeah, that was a setup for the final episode, so yeah, that's kind of the pass.
And the setup was good still. Like most Telltale setups, I think are really weak. But I thought like the moment, like especially like when it gives you the option. And then I don't know if you lit the cigarette at the end of episode 4.
Oh, I told him fuck him. I'm taking him in.
Okay, I don't know like how it cuts it off in all the other ones, but when you light the cigarette, it takes like a nice long moment where he looks around and he like quietly pulls out the cigarette, and like right when he flicks the lighter, it cuts to black, and I'm like,
yeah, it still does the same thing.
Okay, good. That like that's such a solid like end to that. And luckily, like I didn't have to wait too long for that episode to come out. Obviously, you didn't have to wait very long at all. But yeah, I thought episode 5 is just fantastic from beginning to end.
I like Bloody Mary a lot.
I do like Bloody Mary. I thought she was a really good villain. What did you think of the immediate ending? The kind of like mind fuck that it throws at you.
Was it really a mind fuck?
See, like I talked about this on one of the Game of the Year shows that I recorded today. Like this could easily have been interpreted as like that's taking it face value. That's what it is. But when you start like kind of like
the ending part where he's like I remember that further from somewhere, but or whatever in that part.
No, past like the very immediate end when she's walking away.
Yeah, when he was like there was like flashbacks about like, oh, do you like my ribbon? And it's like I could have sworn I seen you from somewhere or something like that.
Well, there's a lot of implications there that I thought were really interesting.
Well, go ahead and spill it out.
I mean, I don't want to spoil it.
No one cares.
I mean, I care.
There are people that care. We hurt somebody's feelings already.
Yeah, we already got burned by this. So, and that was like a 7-year-old game or whatever. So, I will say like you should check it out. But like I don't know, just look up some theories about what happened at the end. It's super interesting. Or watch our Game of the Year or not Game of the Year, Wolf Among Us spoiler cast.
Oh, that's too much effort.
Ethan brings the raw sexual tension to that episode. The only time my roommate has interacted with Irrational Passions directly. But yeah, no, I think it leaves a lot open, and it's really good about that. So, how has it gotten better? Respect. It's now that you're a little bit of distance from it.
Oh, I think it's just the characters. I really like Big B. I like Snow White. I like I said, I like Bloody Mary. It's just the characters really did it for me in that game.
Yeah, I agree. Big B's really, really good.
I think Mr. Toad's a piece of shit, but that's the only
he's
character I
terrible.
actually hate. That's the only character I actually hate in that game. I sent his ass home, but Colin let us stay. Colin's cool with me.
Yeah, TJ's cool.
Yeah, TJ's cool. Too bad he has a shitty father.
Yeah, too bad he's got a shitty dad, right? Did you slap the shit out of Mr. Toad?
Maybe. I can't remember.
Because I did, and then TJ's like looking through the door. I'm like, oh fuck, man. But anyway, yeah, it's good. I'm glad that it's at least it's lightened a little bit.
Yeah, I was pretty much straight cop through that game. There was still stuff. There's some stuff at the end with Georgie, where he wasn't telling me anything that I kind of punched him a couple times. But other than that, like, yeah, I was pretty much a straight cop through the entire thing.
Yeah, I was like Big B on the way to redemption. That was my thing, and by the end, I kind of like got through. But I had a little fun here and there where I slipped up back and forth.
Yeah.
Which was
like some things are like, you know, like fuck you seriously type of thing.
Yeah, like and it's like I putting myself in Big B's position, which I thought was like the easiest character to kind of put myself in the shoes of all the Telltale stuff, even maybe a little bit more than Lee. It was easy to be like, I'm not gonna fucking deal with this bullshit. And like I think that's just what makes it so good is like you really kind of build a narrative for yourself and Big B through that game. Like I was him trying to redeem himself in the eyes of all the people, and he did, and like it was worth it because of that. But some people are just like assholes as Big B, and at the end it says everyone's afraid of the big bad wolf, and that's worth it for them. And I think that's really cool. So, what else have you been playing, Albertson?
Got Guilty Gear Xrd sign. That was kind of like my early Christmas present. My sister's like, "Hey, here's some money and buy your microphone and whatever else you want from Amazon." So I bought that and Guilty Gear.
Cool.
Yeah. I haven't played too much of it so far, so I can't really speak on it. But like, it's Guilty Gear. It looks amazing. I just want to play more in May, and I'll be happy.
Did you get it for PS4? Is that out?
Yeah, PS4. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if like the PS3, PS4 releases were coming out at different times or something.
No, same time.
Okay, I had just heard something that confused me. Yeah, that game's real good looking.
Play more Wolfenstein: The New Order. That game's still high with me. I still really like that game. But it doesn't much more to really say about that. Like I'm going through the paces. I'm going through the story. Like I said, I just like playing. The game is really fun to play, and like the story's interesting enough to keep me going. So
it is.
And I like BJ Blazkowicz. Like him having a personality, which is like a weird type of thing, but like he has a personality now. So like, not that I knew what his old personality was, but hearing like he was like a silent protagonist before, and now he's like actually a person now, and I just like I like him as a person. He's like a really decent guy for. Like I just want to kill Nazis all the time, but yeah.
I really like playing that game. It's good shooting in that game. That shotgun knows how to shoot guns real good. But I think one of the big hangups with that game for me is I really don't like BJ Blazkowicz. I think a big part of that is like, we talk about the narrative a lot. Is like the inconsistency when like Blazkowicz is like fucking stabbing a Nazi's face from under a bed, and he's like, "Night, night, motherfucker." And then like the next scene, it's about someone like who lost their whole family to Nazi Germany, and like they're crying and they're just destroyed. And all the while, I'm looking at BJ Blazkowicz's big stone jaw face, and I'm like, he's just thinking about killing dudes right now, and I'm losing myself to this.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't really get that.
that's like the only thing I got from that game. I think that's like the biggest thing that turns me off about the story. Is just like I feel like they're trying to get the best of both worlds, and they're not getting either with me. Again, it's all personal taste, and
that's
obviously, like Greg loves both. He loves the silliness, and he also loves the seriousness of like this anti-feature. But like, he admitted to me even that like he understands how that could rub somebody the wrong way. I thought, and I told him this, like I think that they should have just gone all the way into the silliness and just had it be a really silly game. But
I don't know. I do like playing the parallels because it's like I don't know, like it's like he enjoys killing Nazis, and that's just like he's just a sociopath as far as that because like that's just the way he is, and that's just how he gets by. But like like they're still showing that he's a human being at the same time. At least that's how I feel about it.
yeah, I think like with me, the
And I think Anya helps sells that for him because this to be his pillar as far like something to fight for. Um, in a sense, is like kind of a way. I think that holds that game together.
yeah, and like I get that. It's just like for me, it's just she is there, and she's got all this character and expression, and then like stark contrast to his stone face nothingness that I get from him.
But it's like and I'm thinking of that kind of like DMC, like you guys like Kat for that reason. Like you felt that she was like a good contrast for Dante, and I just feel like it's the same thing with Wolfenstein. So I like Anya more than I like Kat, but that's about it.
I think I liked Kat more because I felt more chemistry there because I thought Dante just had so much personality. I thought like he had ups and downs. Like he was like when he was fighting dudes, he was like fucking bull fucking everywhere. But that's because like that's how he output himself. Like he wanted to be something that demons feared, and then like he would express that in between that too. Like when he was talking to other people, he would be kind of passionate about how much he hates demons and stuff. And I don't know. I feel like when BJ Blazkowicz isn't killing Nazis, he's like just kind of there, talking. And then when he is, he's like
Hey,
way
just take the
into it.
sentence you just said with demons and put Nazis, and that's BJ Blazkowicz. But
Yeah.
you know what? Let's get off the subject.
But
I'm talking about.
in the end, it's really subjective. It's just like how you feel about the character, and that's just my personal taste. And I get yours, like totally. That's fine. Have you finished that yet?
No, I'm on the moon right now.
Okay, I was about to go to the moon, and I was like, Greg, I want to go to bed. He's like, okay. So that's where I'm at.
Okay. Other than that, I bought the Hyrule Warriors DLC.
There's a
Well,
lot.
actually, the season pass actually. That has like all the. So I have like Twilight Princess Midna, her actually like Twilight Princess form. I have Epona. Oh, this is the other thing I knew. I knew there was something else I was want to talk about. I bought Amiibos like 2 weeks ago.
What?
I just never talked about it.
Okay, that's who you've been playing Smash Brothers with.
Kinda, yeah. I mean,
No,
my
his
Mario amiibo.
Mm.
But yeah, don't buy those. And I say that because I bought two and I kind of want more. But like at the same time, it's like realistically, like it was
Realistically, you can't get more.
yeah, exactly. It's the thing. Like if I swear, if I found the Wii Fit trainer, I would have them all because like that was my breaking point because I have a Link and I have a Mario. I got the Link, so I could just get the spinner in Hyrule Warriors, and I have the Mario, so because I actually use Mario in Smash Brothers, and like I was like, you know what, I want something like a Wii Fit trainer because like I actually use it in Smash and like I actually went to a couple of stores to look for it and like I was kind of
Sold
animated
out
about getting it.
everywhere. Like I was warned. He's like, I was warned when I went to go pick up Smash. It's like, yeah, hey, you need to pre-order all of these now, or else you're just not
Mm,
going to get them.
right,
And
and
I was
like
just like, I know what you mean. I know a few people who are doing that as we speak, who are going to be sad later. And you're one of the people who are going to be sad later.
I mean, it's true, but like, like like I look on PlayAsia and it's like, I could get like a Wii Fit trainer if I wanted to. I just have to pay like double the price, double or triple the price, which is like $36 to get that here. And I've been honestly looking at that, and I could just click it and just have it. But like, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that to myself. I will get that Sonic
Uh,
Amiibo when it comes out because I want it. But that's like the only legit one I actually want. But like,
I want the
okay.
Mega Man one. It looks cool.
And I kind of want Peach too because I actually see now I'm thinking about it. I'm gonna stop talking about Amiibo. I'm gonna
Yeah,
stop
like
talking.
I was thinking about it because I read a blog someone wrote about it. It's like I don't. This person in question is like a freelance writer, and she's like I don't really have anyone around to play Smash with, so having this is kind of nice because like I can play with someone that fights like a person in a lot of cases
Mhm.
and like gets better and it's fun to fight against instead of
This
like
is
the
true.
AI.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, that actually sounds like something I would really like. So that's why
yeah,
I've been thinking
like
about it. And I do want to get like Wii Fit Trainer because I was thinking because
we're fighting in the computer. They're never fun.
yeah, so like
They're quote unquote good. What they have is they have an
Scott, please sound
unfair.
more condescending. I can't take it right now.
They have all the mechanics down, but they're so easy to work around.
Yeah, they don't know
But
how to play Smash.
when they get off that inhuman block that nobody else would ever get, it's just a little frustrating.
Yeah,
But then they act a little stupid for the next 5 or 10 seconds, and you're like, oh, what the fuck?
and then you're like KO, pretty much. No, I understand. Like that's why I think fighting against an amiibo that something that gets better and better with you
Hmm.
is really. It's actually kind of really cool. As someone who
Yeah.
plays games alone.
I am surprised that the learning system hasn't been implemented into more games, because, geez, I don't remember if I talked about this before, but it's used to have a fighting game series, Bloody Roar. That series used to
Yeah.
have that system. If you
Hmm.
fought as you fought in game, I don't think it mattered if it was against computers or other players. They would learn from you.
That's creepy.
And
You're watching.
the game would, if you played a computer at your house with all the stuff that they learned from you, they would be very different from somebody else's house unless you played with each other frequently.
Mm. So it's. I think it's a system that works really well for fighting games.
Hmm.
I agree.
Yeah.
So like
And
it's been fun to like fight against your learning amiibos.
oh yeah, because they're actual fucking challenge.
Yeah.
They're actual challenge, and like you could do like a time match or something like that, and just like have you go get like do the first smash with you and like your amiibo and all the other like put everything else to 9 and like fight against computers like that, and like the amiibo's been winning like almost every time.
So
He's beating me, so it's been like kind of like Johnny 5S. It's like, oh, that's creepy, but
the
cool.
amiibo quickly became an amiibro.
Yep.
Uh, uh.
No, I'm not giving you that one, Alex. No.
All right.
But
Tell us
I
more about
highly
your.
recommend like anybody who's like I you know what there's a podcast called Nintendo Voice Chat on IGN with Brian Altano, Pierre Snyder, and Jose Otero. And the last 2 episodes have been about amiibos, so just listen to that and just hear how like they deteriorate and like how it's like, oh, I went to Target and like I went in and I went back out and I went to Toys R Us and I went in and went back out because they don't have Rosalina and all this other stuff. So it's really interesting and funny and just fascinating to listen to.
Yeah, and of course
It,
they have to have all of them.
yeah, they kind of already do, and they kind of don't at the same time. Because like you have like
They have
they have
all of
like
them, but
you have to play the
they
first set, but they're trying to get the second wave now. They're trying to find like the Luigi and like those
dude,
like
Luigi's
those
the one you
story exclusives.
have.
Yeah,
Like,
Jose
and there's
Otero
actually like
just
little Max in my area, like little Max, Zelda, Diddy Kong, and Luigi. I've seen them, and like like it's just like buying them, and like I could have them, but like I don't. But I
You
kind of
should get the Luigi one. Do it.
yeah, Jose Otero just tweeted about getting a whole bunch. So
yeah. Yeah, that's that. More Metal Gear Solid 2. Metal Gear Scanlan has gotten to the dipping point of Metal Gear where
the
it's about to get
crazy shit.
fuck. Is there? He's in Arsenal Gear right now, so it's about to get fucking insane. And like, this looking at that has just been so interesting and funny again. Just
I need to
Metal Gear
look at
Solid
it.
2 is so good. It's such a good game. I've been playing that on my Vita again. It's like, and just like seeing Drew's reaction, like, and like the best thing about that is because Drew never played the Metal Gear game, so he's like having these conversations with Dan while he's not trying to spoil anything for him. It's like so that he's like the general understanding of that game. So it's like me understanding with them because like everybody thinks they understand Metal Gear, but they really don't. And this is just a fact. Like
I
I could say,
stopped trying.
yeah, I know facts about Metal Gear, and like I love Metal Gear, and like I could tell you stuff about Metal Gear, but I can't like tell you the entire story like the back of my hand because
Dude, no.
it gets confusing, it gets convoluted and stuff like that. So
Like
it's like
I
them just going through and talking about it is like one of the best things about that. It's like they do that like 30-minute like info dump, and like Drew's like, I'm trying to understand this, and like Dan try to help him out so Drew can understand it himself. So they're talking back and forth with each other. Like it gives you a better understanding of the story as well. So it's like it's really really great, interesting.
like I very because I played through Metal Gear Solid 4 like dozens of times because I love that game. And there are 2 points in that game where it's like a 40 continuous minutes of information just being pelted at your brain. One at the end of I think it's Act 3, and the other at the end of the game. And it's unbelievable. Like I've sat through those scenes like probably 5 times both, and I couldn't tell you. I sat in that fucking Metal Gear codec thing that you could download for hours, and I read so much. But dude, it's all gone. I don't know. Metal Gears or some shit. Lale Lule Lo, man. It's crazy.
There was something else I was about to say about that, and I lost it. Metal Gear.
Like when they were talking on the Bombcast about the large sum of money, I was like, oh yeah, that's a thing that I just completely forgot.
The Philosopher's Legacy.
Yeah.
See,
It like hearing those words in my brain makes my head hurt. But
yeah, it's been really good. I just had it and I lost it again. Oh, there's something about it. Something about it. I can't remember. I'll try to remember it later. And the last thing I played is the Sonic Boom demo on Wii U. Just to try it out for myself to see how quote unquote bad it is, and it's serviceable. It's a serviceable game. It's not as bad as everyone says, but like it's not soulless because it has soul into it because it's based on the show and you can tell everything about it. But it's I guess it's just really unnecessary. I don't know what to say about it because because I always give Sonic games a chance. Like this is to try them out because I've been a Sonic fan, but like I'm not an idiot. Like I know when there's bad games and, and the game is not the best one, but it's just monotonous. It's monotonous. It's repetitive. It's just like it's trying to be a PS2 platformer in this day and age where those don't exist anymore. And if they do, they have to reach up to the Ratchet and Clank a cracking time level. If they don't do that, you're wasting your fucking time. And that's literally just the truth.
Yeah, I would recommend because this is what I've been doing. I would recommend watching the Game Grumps play that game because I think it's episode like 14 or something. Their editor Barry was like he was editing that episode and he just noticed a bunch of things like visual hiccups and things that happened. So they have like a 6-minute segment of just like Barry going through and being like, I noticed these little things and like this is what's mechanically like or technically wrong with this game, like that I notice as I go through this. So it might actually be worth looking into.
Mm.
Um,
But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like from that little bit of play Sonic Boom, I'll say, because it's so weird. Because I'm comparing this, like I'm thinking about that. I'm comparing this to like Sonic, Sonic 06, and like Sonic 06 had the hype and like the legacy more or less of the Sonic Adventure games.
Yeah.
So like that makes it a little bit better. They try to make it like better as far as like or make it grown up, I guess you could say, with the graphics and everything. It's just like a tone and like just the way they like executed that game. That's just like that they just got all wrong. This game, like it seems like a more like an executable game. Like it seems like a video game, but it's just an old version of video games. So I can't really say if it's better than that game. 'Cause like I said, there's still some fondness I have for Sonic 06, but I'm a crazy person, so I'll
Yeah.
just leave it at that. That's everything I've been playing.
but like you're not crazy alone because I still have this care for Sonic Adventure 2, which I know is not a very good game. But you know what?
But there's effort.
There's effort there.
And then there's actual quality to it. But like there's this thing like like they just interrupt each other like every 5 seconds because they fucked up the audio track for some reason and they never fixed it. After like 15 years,
Yep.
they still didn't fix that audio track.
Chow Garden for days. The song, that first song from Sonic Adventure 2, the city song,
Cityscape.
Yeah. The
Cityscape, is in Super Smash Brothers. I listened to it on loop for 2 minutes because it's not a very long song, so I listened to it twice. Is what I'm saying. But
Good on you,
yeah.
listening to it whole 2 times.
Yeah, whole 2 times. Tony,
Oh man,
tell me about fucking video games.
I haven't even like played video games except for one this week. So
You
don't worry
said
about
you
me.
played
You
video
play
games all
video
week.
game. Plural.
Yeah,
not
but only one video game.
The World of Warcraft.
lies.
Yeah, I got the expansion and then capped.
Well, you have 2 other things on this list.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was a joke. Don't worry
Oh,
about that.
okay. No, I got it. I thought Prophet
It's
was
a- it's
actually
a,
a video
it's
game.
an internet.
But I figured it out now, like an
Now
hour
you
and
feel
17
smart,
minutes
don't you?
late. Oh, totally. I'm a genius. Scott, you can be condescending now. I'm ready for it.
No, don't
I
worry.
thought my laugh was condescending enough.
It was good. You nailed it. World of Warcraft. You got the Warlords of Draenor.
Yeah, I did that, and then I played it, and I'm
Is it actually
at level
good?
cap now.
Is
Yeah,
it
I like it a
actually
lot
good?
actually. It's like more Warcraft, but you don't have to play through the first 90 levels if you don't want to.
So it's what? It's 90 to 100 is the levels?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I thought they were doing like 5 levels for a little bit.
Yeah, they were for a little bit.
But fuck it.
About all I can say about that.
So did you do the thing where they gave you a free level 90 character and you just...
You get one when you buy the expansion. I mean, like Scott, when Black Friday happened, Scott and I started playing because I bought Scott the game because all of the game and all of the expansions except for the new one was $5.
Mhm.
So I bought it for Scott, and then he linked his account to mine with like the recruit a friend thing, and we played basically 2 characters to the max of what you could do with recruit a friend, which is triple experience.
Yeah.
So we just played together and did dungeons and whatever until we ran out of stuff to do, and then after that happened, he kind of stopped. Like I couldn't play for a while. And then I ended up buying the expansion this week, and then I just basically played through the whole game. So all I have left is so maybe I'm like 1/3 through the expansion because I did this much.
Okay.
There's all of the end game content and all of the rating and stuff that I plan on trying. So
Now that you've played all the expansions kind of back to back, right?
I skipped Pandaria, so I don't know anything about it, but I did all the other ones.
All right,
And I
well,
played in the original game.
how would you compare this to the ones that you have played? This
So like
expansion?
the main feature of the new expansion is that there's a thing called you get a garrison, which is basically player housing, and that's nice because WoW never had player housing before, so you get to do stuff with that.
Mhm.
which is nice. Like it's very, very, very expensive. Like coming back between like basically to play at the beginning of each expansion, I found out that like inflation is so ridiculous in this game. Like back in vanilla, like 10 gold was like a feasible amount of money, but like in the past hour, like in the last hour that I played the game, I made like 400 gold. It's like it's so ridiculous. Just not even trying to make money, you make so much money. Questing from 90 to 100, you make over 10,000. So like the garrison stuff, like upgrading your garrison costs so much money. Like upgrading one building from level 2 to level 3 is like 1,000 gold. And then like your master flying is 5,000. So I don't know. It's the money thing is kind of weird, but I guess it's sort of balanced because there's so much of it. Like everything is just expensive, and you have to get used to it. But I don't know. Like other than that, like the leveling was fun. I enjoyed all of the zones. I played through the entire story of every zone that I went through. Which is like they've kind of streamlined it a little bit to make it easier to track if you've done everything in a zone. Like, and at the top of your quest log, it'll tell you how many chapters there are in a zone and if you've done them or not.
Okay, that is handy.
So, like in the last zone, there were 8 chapters, and I hit 100 upon finishing the 8th out of 8 chapters.
Okay.
So I had, in other expansions, I had done like most of the quests, but not all of them, and didn't hit the level cap by finishing the last zone. In this one, I did every zone that it directed me to. Obviously, I didn't do the Alliance ones because I'm not on the Alliance. But by finishing the 4th zone of the expansion, which is the last one, the last level one, I did hit the level cap. So it seems more balanced in terms of making sure you get all of the experience you need to hit the level cap by doing the quests. I don't know, and False Thrall tends to be a badass. So he's a badass throughout the entire expansion. You get to follow him around. It's fun.
Cool.
I'm excited for Scott to do it eventually, which he won't.
Maybe.
But,
Well, you spent the money on it, right, Scott? So now you have to.
well, no, he
Sort
got
of.
it. He got everything. He hasn't spent anything.
I haven't spent anything. It's I would have to spend $60 and then
It's like 55 or something. I don't know. Cole was really nice this week though, and he's like yesterday he sent me a message and was like, "Hey, you want a thing?" And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And he was like, "I have this extra collector's edition thing. Do you want it?" And I was like, "I guess." So he gave me this key. I put it in, and I got all the collector's edition stuff just because Troll's awesome.
I think I have a
That's
problem.
awesome. I think you have a problem too, Scott.
Well, you don't even know what you're talking about. You're just
know.
trying to be condescending because I'm condescending to you.
Because all the tears I shed earlier.
No, but you know how Tony said the thing?
Do the thing?
Not do the thing, but he said he had the thing.
Julie.
When he said he didn't know what the thing was, I was immediately upset that somebody didn't go, the thing, right afterwards.
Oh, okay. You're right.
Yeah, that's a problem.
That is a problem. Don't worry, there'll be plenty of that later. We got core talk ahead. All right. I mean, is this like, are you excited to be way back into WoW? Is it better WoW? I know, like,
I'm enjoying going. Like, what I did today was I went back to all of the old raid content, like the old 25 mans.
Mm-hmm.
And the way the game has scaled in terms of the numbers, like the numbers aren't higher than they were in previous expansions, but they scaled everything else down just to keep the numbers from becoming ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
So like you go and like the difference between like how much like armor penetration you have versus how much armor the enemies that you're fighting have, it makes it so like you are when you go into like an old level 70 instance, so you're fighting like level 70 elites. You're doing like 100,000 DPS to them.
Fucking Christ.
When in progression raiding content, like level 100 raids and stuff, the average DPS is like 20k. So you're doing 4 times as much damage to stuff that has way less health. So like I'm like playing as a healing class, so I don't actually do that much damage normally, but I'm doing 100k to these things. So I just run through with like my area of effect, whatever, and I just slay it, destroy everything immediately.
I remember like way back when Cataclysm came out. You were playing that as well with a group of friends, and I don't know. You were pretty like not into it, but you were still playing it.
Yeah, I was at that point like in a group of people and basically the leader of that group, so I had to play.
Mm-hmm.
This time I am not part of that group, so I'm just kind of playing casually, and it's been good.
All right, good. I'm glad like you're at least enjoying it this time around.
I want Scott to play though, and he might not, and it'd make me sad, but maybe he will. Who knows?
Yeah, I can tell you, man. Scott is an enigma. That is the truth right there. Well, I think
It's
that's it. Unless you have anything else you played, Tony.
I just played WoW.
Okay.
Maybe I can get Alex to play.
Nope.
Nope.
The dream is dead. Long live the dream. The dream is dead. All right, then we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to talk about some news. So we will be back in just a little bit, guys.
Do I actually need to take a break?
I kind of have to pee.
Hey, Scott.
Do you really have to pee?
I mean, I want to pee before I can't pee.
Hey, Scott.
So I'll be back in a little bit.
All right. Huh.
If you want to run through the Black Temple with me when we're done with the podcast, you should do it. It's fun.
What's the Black Temple?
It was the last instance in their first expansion, Burning Crusades, where you kill Illidan.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm just running through. I've been running through the old raids all day, so like right now I'm in Tempest Keep.
Just to see what they were?
But no, I mean I did all of these, but it's funny to go through and just destroy them, and I want the gear for transmog.
Ah, okay.
Like so you can make your new armor look like old armor. So I went through like I did the battle for Mount Hyjal, killed Archimond, and got that stuff. But yeah, that's what I've been doing.
You need to find the Wind Fury and then start that.
Thunder Fury, Blessed Blade of the Windseeker. It's very, very difficult to get. Like it's still possible. I think it might be impossible at this point, but it's like a 50 quest line that like most of the quests have extra quests that go with them. So like I mean, if you want,
I just like when that
that is a time
spam
commitment
starts.
you don't want to have.
That I just like when the spam starts for that thing in general chat.
Yeah.
That was always a fun thing because nobody has it, everybody feels the need to keep it going.
Mm-hmm.
So if it starts like on a day, there is a good chance that you'll come on tomorrow, and people will still be trying to keep it going.
Sure. But yeah, if you're interested, that's what I'm doing. Black Temple was my favorite, so. And that's you can get legendary drops off the last boss, which is one of the only places where you can get legendary drops. The Warglaves. You know, have you ever seen a picture of Illidan before?
The Warglaves.
Yeah, I have.
It's like the giant like crescent moon things he had that he like fist weapon crescent moon things that he slices people up with. You can get those. It's pretty boss. They're like one of the cooler transmog things.
Are we all ready to go? Oh, I'm not actually.
I don't know if Namachi went anywhere, but
Nabishin, did he go anywhere? I'll take that as a yes. I'll get a drink since Nabishin's not back.
all right, keep leaving every time. So this boss I'm about to do is Prince of the Elves, old Prince of the Elves from Warcraft lore. It's good.
News.
What's up, buddy?
Hello. Is he still peeing?
No, he went. He came back and you weren't here, so we went to get a drink. Yes, that's just the longest one ever.
right. All good? All back?
Scott.
Yep.
Skid?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Sweet. Let's play the music and have a good time.
Got
guys
all
watched-
the news.
I think so. I have the Minecraft Telltale series, DMC Definitive Edition, NPDs. Anything else?
I can look up some really fast.
Okay. Did you watch the new Starbomb music video?
I
Scott and Abishan?
did.
Yep.
It's very good. It made me
They've
very
done
happy.
better.
I mean, I think so, but it's still really awesome.
Mhm.
They've got more on the way as well. Where is it? There we go. Skipped it. Did you find anything, Amazon?
I'm still looking.
Okay, give it a second. Somebody texting?
That hatred bullshit.
Oh, I don't think we should give that any airtime.
Okay.
I think that's the best way to deal with that.
True that.
The game just seems really stupid. It all seems stupid.
I'm calling it. Nope. Nothing.
Cool. News in gaming. Let's talk about some news, guys. A couple days ago, or it might actually have been yesterday, Telltale announced that they will be doing Minecraft, a Telltale series. Just
Whoa.
let that one sink in. I know.
Well, I don't want to just glaze over it, especially since you didn't give me the fucking link to look at.
I know. I it's the one I didn't
Now,
have. In the back.
But like, this is weird for them.
For who?
Weird.
For Telltale or for
For Telltale.
I don't think so. After
Why not?
Tales from the Borderlands, I think
Well,
this
there's
is
the thing.
weirder.
Borderlands has a story to draw off of.
Yes.
Where is Minecraft getting its story? Where is that draw? Exactly. They're creating their own.
That's the challenge, exactly. But
So
my thing is like no one cares about Borderlands story. Just like no one cares about Minecraft story if there is one. So like it's equally as weird to me, at least through that scope.
but like with Borderlands, they had something to draw from.
Yeah, you're right.
They had something very clear to draw from. This time, nothing.
They got nothing. They are walking on
Nothing.
air.
They got to create their story ground up.
Yeah.
So that's going to be interesting to see.
Yeah, and well, first, like Tony, Nabishan, do you guys have any specific thoughts about this?
No.
Eh?
Scott knows my not caringness about Minecraft recently.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm probably not going to pick this up.
no, I
Don't
wouldn't
care,
expect
but, like,
any of you to.
Like them doing
They're all
something
curmudgeon.
without a previous draw is something that they haven't done before.
Yeah. And they've done original stories in unoriginal worlds, but like doing everything from the ground up pretty much. Because like,
Hey
Minecraft-
guys, check out my YouTube video about like how I hit a goat with a stick.
yeah, right? Well, see, like my thing was like, I think Minecraft is dumb, so I thought this was dumb. I still do. Like that hasn't really changed. But like, whatever, it doesn't affect me.
Dude, Minecraft is dumb.
I don't think
Or
it's
just
dumb.
doesn't appeal to you.
It doesn't appeal to me.
Okay.
It's weird,
Choose your words lightly.
Like I don't enjoy my experiences with Minecraft, all of them. So, excuse me for being layman on a podcast with my friends. Jesus. Minecraft doesn't appeal to me as an experience.
Stop
But-
talking like Evan.
Let me go whip my slaves.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Evan. He's not here to defend himself. He does it, whatever.
Is
But
that what you guys do when I'm not here?
no,
Isn't that why you've been here the entire time?
we do that when you're here, when you're not. Now
That's true.
it is like there is an aspect of Minecraft that none of us really understand. Is that like kids? Well, Nobshin, you do. Kids love Minecraft. They adore that shit. Like they are obsessed with it. In a way,
And
like
Greg Miller.
and Greg Miller. He's basically like a larger child, right? No, he's a kid at heart. That's what we call it. But it's something that like I don't get. Like I don't have a kid. I don't really know any kids that play Minecraft. Nabishin, like I said, you do. Your nephew does. But like they are drawn into it. Anything Minecraft, anything that has to do with it, they're super interested in. So through that scope, and I can't remember her last name. At Genitar on Twitter was talking about
Jen
it.
Frank.
Jen Frank, thank you. Like this is like probably a lot of kids are going to want to play this because it has Minecraft. So if parents play this with their kids, this is going to be like the first adventure game that a lot of kids end up playing. And I think that's actually pretty cool. Like, you know, there's an aspect of kind of like teaching kids literacy and like, you know, having Minecraft be unintentionally educational, like it has ended up being for kids, to that I think is really, really something that again, I don't understand. I didn't think of when I thought about this, which was for like 2 seconds, to be fair. But I think that's pretty cool. And, you know, whatever. If Telltale is introducing adventure games to kids now, through this, like with this being a means, that could open the genre up to new things.
I'm just curious, like how many are going to get like the wrong impression of it. It's like, oh, I get to build stuff in Minecraft, but all you have is this dialogue tree.
Yeah, like why is it like XY B or A to yell at Steve? I don't know. It's something Minecraft. We learned the intricate and deep story behind the creeper and why he's so sad.
Name 5 characters in the Telltale Minecraft game.
Steve the Stalker, Creep the Happy Creeper, Enderman, who's just Enderman, and he's super uncomfortable. The Squidward, that's a Minecraft guy, and and Block. No, Tree. I got it. See? 5 characters.
How about Block Tree? Let's
Block
look into
Tree.
it.
Nailed it. You got it. You figured it out now.
And he's the first one to die.
First one to die is Sad Creeper, and then his whole Creeper family comes and murders everyone.
Oh.
Creep the Creeper. Creep the Happy Creeper. Who becomes a Sad Creeper by the end of it. I don't know. Fuck it, man. Could be cool. This could be our game of the year. It won't be. Whatever. I'm not going to make a joke about it.
Are you, what?
I was going to say this could be our game of the year next year.
Are you sure?
No, it couldn't be. I'm lying. DMC, Devil May Cry, with a lowercase m, it was implied, is getting a definitive edition, which is coming out in March next year on PS4, Xbox One, and PC, I guess. It has Devil May Cry 4 in it?
No, it comes out this summer.
Okay.
It's just separate thing, and it's $40.
So DMC is March. That's just DMC. Cool.
Yes, that's $40.
And that's March 14th. $40, 60 frames per second, 1080p. It's got like rebalancing and new stuff.
Lock on.
Lock on. All the DLCs in it, so you can play as Virgil if you didn't do that already.
New DLC. Well,
And new DLC.
Content, I should say.
Yeah. So I mean, and so Devil May Cry 4 HD is coming out in the summer.
Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition.
Okay, that's what they're calling it. I wonder.
And we know nothing about that so far, except that you'll probably play as Virgil in that game, which will be different.
Weird. I couldn't give a shit about Devil May Cry 4, but I have
But
never.
why?
I played that game. I don't think it was very good. Is that an okay excuse for you?
I guess. I mean, what's wrong with Johnny on Bosch? I'm speaking for
Nothing.
Greg
Nothing's wrong with Johnny on Bosch. I'll put that out there. Nero is a stupid character.
Is it so weird how that's like how Metal Gear Solid 2 that game is? It's like you got different protagonists.
Yep.
He's more whiny. He has a fucking annoying ass girlfriend. That was the thing I was trying to remember.
Yes, you're right.
Drew with those Rose interactions. Oh my god, it's like some of the funniest things ever. It's just like when those conversations that he just say the president or something like that. And it's like, right now, how you think of my hair? Do you think my hair looks good and stuff like that? And it was like, oh my god, it's just yelling that.
That's awesome. Fuck, man, I gotta watch Metal Gear Scanlan. Yeah, DMC4 is like Metal Gear Solid 2, except it's not very good. But I've never actually bought DMC Definitive or DMC Devil May Cry, so I'll buy that on next gen.
But
Show my support for it.
PlayStation 3.
I do have it on PS3, but I haven't bought it. I want to show my support for that game.
Oh, look at you.
Because if I don't, then how will I ever expect them to make a sequel? Which I want.
Exactly, and that's something I put out on Twitter too. Like I think it's like interesting that they're putting out both versions of Dante for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One.
Yep.
So it makes me think like whatever one sells more is probably, if they do ever do another Devil May Cry, LP the Dante they lead with.
Mm-hmm. If you want them to make a sequel to DMC, then buy DMC Definitive Edition. Like that's like the simplest terms. They're giving it another shot, pretty much. Luckily, because I mean, it'll be March, so it could be a little bit different, but I don't think it will be. Those new console players are still going to be pretty ravenous for a new video game, so a lot of them will probably buy this. So it might sell. It might actually end up selling better than it did on 360 PS3. But again, that's super dependent. That's just me guessing, and that's not even like it's just a maybe. But I'm gonna buy this because I want to buy that game and be like, hey, Capcom, make another one. And support things with your dollars. That's the best way to do it.
Dollars.
And I can't play it on PC, so I can't play it at 60 FPS, and I'd love to play that game at 60 FPS. And
it's at like what? I think it's like a 200 and something on PC.
Yeah,
FPS.
you can do it. You can do it as up to the limits of the human eye, past that even. So, yeah, I'm actually like really excited for this because I've been itching to kind of go back and play it, which I've thought about just channeling into getting Bayonetta 2 and playing that. But
You should.
which I should and I probably will. But hearing that I can get this on PS4 is exciting. But are you gonna buy this, Thompson?
Oh, definitely.
Okay, cool. This is it. We're doing it again. MPDs. It's back. I'm not gonna make you read it, Scott. I'll be nice.
But I have a joke.
Okay. What's your joke, Scott?
I gotta read it.
Okay. All right. Read NPD retail sales for video games in North America. Scott, give me the list. What are the top 10 games?
All right. At number 10, you have Halo, the Master Chief Collection, Xbox One. I'm a little surprised at this one. I thought it would be a little higher.
Me too. You don't have to read the consoles also.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It's been a while.
Number 9, Assassin's Creed Unity. I'm not surprised that it's on this list. I'm
surprised it's as low as it is, though.
Sweet sales.
Number 8, NBA 2K15. Forgot about that game completely.
Yeah, it's a basketball game.
Number 7, Pokemon Omega Ruby. Number 6, Far Cry 4. Thought that would be a little higher. Didn't it come out last month?
I mean, well, it did come out in November, but like Far Cry doesn't sell like gangbusters.
That's true.
It has like it has legs.
But Alpha Sapphire. I am surprised that these two are. There's a game separating these two.
They both sold over 1 million units.
I know, but like Sapphire oversold Ruby. That is not like a it very much so oversold Ruby.
Yeah, definitively, America likes blue more than they like red. So there you go. That's the only thing that really separates.
Wait, no.
What?
No. Blue more than red?
Sapphire versus Ruby. Sapphire sold
I'm
more.
just saying. I'm talking about. You're saying specifically blue.
It was
red.
a joke.
Red is better than blue. I'm just saying. I'm putting the record out there.
About the colors
Red
of
is-
Sapphire and Ruby. Sapphire's blue. Ruby's are red.
Well,
There's an
And
actual Pokemon red and blue, so that's why I'm like, no.
I know. I get it. But, like... you know,
But I mean, like,
I bet blue sold more than red. Huh?
do a pizza bet.
Yeah, do pizza bet. Pizza bet's the only way to determine this. Shadow Mordor lost. We're all dead on the inside anyway. Fuck it.
Yes, you.
That's you.
Number 4, Madden NFL 15.
I'm
And number
surprised
3,
that's as high as that is.
Super Smash Bros.
Damn.
And number 1, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare.
Skip number 2. It doesn't exist. Is that the joke, Scott?
Yeah.
Number 2 is
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. You're absolutely nothing. All right, so the big deal about this, the reason I added it to the doc is because Xbox One, for the first time ever in North America, sold better than the PlayStation 4.
Why is that newsworthy?
I don't know, it's because it's been, 11 straight months of the PlayStation 4 selling the best. And then they cut the price
Now
of the
you want
Xbox
to
One.
report on it?
Well, it's... Don't be that way.
Well, I mean, what do you think it would say if Xbox One never caught up in sales?
I think it would say that there is more of a problem with that system than just the price.
Right. And like at this point, it makes sense because, in terms of numbers, it is more reasonable that they over time they would start dipping because more people would already have the system, one or the other system.
Yeah, but like I wanted to bring this up. I wanted to report on it because we're definitely reporters here. Because I wanted it to spawn a conversation. Because this is a podcast, Nabishin. Are you enjoying my condescendence? That is the theme of this show. But
You're trying really hard, but you're not very good at it.
I know, because I don't like being condescending.
That was condescending.
I know. There you go. It all comes back, but it's it's an important thing because right now it distinguishes that, hey, like, the price is like a big thing, like in the consumer's eyes they aren't turning away from the Xbox One because they think it's not like a good system. It's more likely because of the price, the entry. They dropped the price to $350 over the holiday, and it sold really well, and it had a lot of good games. It had Sunset Overdrive, it had Halo Master Chief Collection, as well as all the other third-party titles, and it sold well. It outsold the PS4. I don't think this article really says how much, but it's a good thing. And overall retail sales saw an 11% drop from November of last year. But in November of last year, the consoles came out. So I think that's kind of like the leading reason because of that. There you go. I thought that was interesting. What do you think, Nabishin? I'm curious, since you have so much to say. So much sass.
Always, yeah. I just think it's a duh. But not in a. It's like they did everything they could possibly do to have this moment. So like, good on them for actually doing it, and it actually paying off for them, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
Because they did the right timing, they did the right price, and they said the right things for this to happen. So good for them for this to happen. And like I said, this will be that I just feel like this is more of a duh type of thing. I'm pretty sure they'll get December as well. Like the interesting thing will be like after their price goes back up, if it goes back up, I should say. In January, will they be able to keep this momentum going? And that's like the big issue. Or that's the big thing I'm waiting for to see.
Yeah,
The price is going back up?
yeah. It's up until January 2nd is when the price is $350.
Hmm.
It was like through November 2nd through January 2nd or January 4th or something like that. Or they might have just said through the end of the year. But yeah, they put a specific date on it to make it sell better during the holidays. It was, but like you're right. Not Machine is kind of a duh, like, what did you expect moment. But like, I think the better message there is that they fucking went for it. Like, they were like, we are not going to lose the holidays 2 years in a row as far as sales go.
Well, they
So
won the holidays last year.
Yeah, but like the PS4 was still outselling as soon as January turned around. I think it was just December it was outselling actually. So like they cut the price, they took the Kinect out, and they were selling bundles left and right. It's just like it is incredible the competition machine and what it can do. Tony, do you have any desire to buy an Xbox One at all?
It's cheap, so maybe.
Yeah. Like,
That's about as far as it goes.
the marketing works. You're at least considering it. But there's
Yeah.
nothing really on Xbox One that you want to buy.
No, but I mean, if I'm gonna get one eventually. Like that's obvious, but
Yeah.
Is it?
it is.
I remember when I said that I was going to get both eventually, that you said why. And I
Well,
said, "Because
yeah, I
have
mean,
to."
because eventually we'll have to. That's the thing. It's just how it goes.
Well, I mean, like,
So far, through both iterations, I could have straight up done without the Xbox portion of it. Granted, if I were on the Xbox side and I had the Xbox rather, I probably could have done without the PS4 or the
Yeah.
PS3.
Mm.
And because Kingdom Hearts is now on
Xbox One.
Xbox One, I could have also done without PS4.
Yeah, man.
Coming
Kingdom
into
Hearts 3.
PS3, did not know anything about it, so that's why I went that route. And yes, it did specifically hinge on Kingdom Hearts.
Dude, man, that's one of those top games. Like, Kingdom Hearts 2 is one of your favorite games of all time, right, Scott?
Yeah.
Your mythical
Final Mission
20-hour
better.
session of Kingdom Hearts 2. So, I mean, yeah, it is like kind of like the
That was
exclusives.
a really long session, too. It was
Oh
weird.
yeah, that was an extra life right there, basically. But it does like hinge on the exclusives. Like I knew I wanted Titanfall, which is one of the reasons why I want to get an Xbox One. But like I knew there was going to be something that I wanted for it. I mean, I already knew Quantum Break.
Scalebound.
Yeah, Scalebound looks, or at least the idea of that sounds really cool. Now that I've turned over a new leaf on Platinum games, but like Quantum Break, I really, really want to play.
Since when?
Since I played Wonderful 101.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you had a. You said turn a new leaf. I was like,
I was neutral on them, but like I saw the heart when I played that game. I saw the same team that made Beautiful Joe and Okami.
okay.
And that's what's kind of made me like I'm probably gonna buy whatever they put out. Just like I'm probably gonna buy I will buy Bayonetta 2. It's not a problem.
You keep saying this. Like
I
this should be
will
the
buy
title
it.
of the show.
Before the end of the year?
No, not before the end of the year. It's just not gonna happen. I don't have enough money. But,
Okay.
Nothing.
I don't have it. I still have to buy Christmas presents for Ethan and Damien, so
I haven't done that yet either. So
I'm gonna be Christmas Eve shopping next week, and I'm not looking forward to it. But it's like knowing like the exclusives ahead of time is a big part of it, and I think like in these early days we don't really know too much about the exclusives. Like I know Quantum Break is coming out for Xbox One, and they've like announced a whole bunch of stuff. But like that first year, like when it came out last November, fuck man, I didn't know anything. I still like what PS4 exclusives other than Uncharted 4 are coming out, and the Order. The
Order
doesn't count.
1886.
Yeah, like
Oh, Jesus, the
I I'm excited about that game, but like I know it's gonna be boring.
Bloodborne,
Bloodborne, there you go.
Uncharted,
I mentioned Uncharted. Again, I hope
No
Uncharted's
Man's
good.
Sky, console exclusive,
Console exclusive, true. I think like
Street
weirdly
Fighter
enough,
4
no, Street Fighter 5
or 5, and 4.
and 4.
What's your
Like
preference?
I think like Below is like my most anticipated Xbox One game. Weirdly enough, and like that's an indie game.
I'm
And I
just
think
scared on a PC. Jokes.
jokes.
Where I'm at.
I don't think Below is coming to PC.
All right. Well, fuck it.
I don't
No, I
know.
probably will at first. Probably before the end of the year, I would assume.
Maybe it's Cappy, so it might be safe to assume that, but who knows? That could be like one
How
of those.
fast did Super Time Force get to? Yeah, that was like 2 months or maybe a month after Super
Just
Time
2
Force
months.
Ultra
Well,
came out.
keep in mind the month after it came out, it was free for Xbox One Gold.
That is true.
Still kicking myself for that shit.
Mm.
But you know, we'll see. It's like I'm glad the Xbox One sold better. I hope the competition stays furious and good, because PS4 is killing it right now.
Hey, talk about games you forgot about that came out this year. I totally forgot about Super Time Force. As far as like
I didn't.
other you, I don't know. I mean, like I played
That's
that game.
like
yeah,
that's my biggest disappointment this year. So
yeah.
fortunately,
You liked it at first, didn't you?
I liked it
just thinking
when
about
I when I played it. Like when I played it at a demo, I was like, "This is a great idea. I really like this." When I got the game, I didn't like it.
Mm.
I guess like when I could sit down and actually dig my teeth into it, it just burned me, which like never happens. It's usually the reverse of it. But yeah, super disappointing.
At least you didn't beat the full game, got the platinum for it, then like, I don't like this game afterwards. I'm stupid.
That's it for news. All the news in the world.
Every news.
Every single news that has ever been. Let's
Never
take a
will
peek.
be.
Or ever will be, yeah. Let's take a peek into the mail sack. Because, fuck it. We have an email, like, just pretty much exclusively... Well, I mean, obviously, I think you've answered this question on the show before, but we'll see.
Aw.
Subject line was anime, in all caps. I thought it was worth sharing. This comes from Jake, who I actually listens to our podcast. I know it's weird to bring up during the email section, but he says, "Hey duders, I recently got my girlfriend into anime. So far, she's watched Attack on Titan, Death Note, Persona 4, the animation, and Vampire Knight. I need recommendations that exclude more fan servicey stuff." He says in quotes.
Log Horizon's good.
What do you guys recommend? Log Horizon, an option. I think you have the king of recommendations for this one.
Give me a second. As I think.
Fairy
was gonna
Tail's
say-
good.
Inuyasha. That's
Yes.
the one you always say.
If you want a longer one, Fairy Tail's good.
Inuyasha.
Inuyasha Oran High School Host Club. That's the decent one.
Oran's really good.
Tenchi Milyu is really good. It does kind of have fan service stuff in it, but like it's not too. It's like it's early '90s fan service, so it's like maybe a boob and not like panty shots for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So, that's a good one.
I think Sword Art Online is really good for this category. This specificness, like if you're watching with your girlfriend, I think you can both get a lot out of Sword Art.
Azumanga Daioh is really good too. That's a good funny one just to watch together.
I heard Angel Beats is good. I haven't watched that yet. That's what we're watching for the next episode of Mup.
Rick let me borrow that. I saw a couple of episodes of it. It's decent.
Yeah. So.
Didn't finish it though, because I'm a weeb.
I mean, like, if you like Attack on Titan, and I don't know too much about Death Note. I do know a little bit about Vampire Knight.
You never watched it or read it?
That's on my list. Like, that's the one that I'm either gonna watch this like for a Mupp show or just like watch to talk about on Mupp. Like, cause that's one I know I would really like.
Yeah, you would.
Uh,
It's kind of weird though. Like, because everyone was into it at a time. Like everybody was into it, and then it's like seeing you from the outside, like, oh, what's this Death Note thing? It's like, wow, like, who are you? type of thing.
Yeah, like I'm really glad that I'm outside of the bubble on that one. I would say, like, since you do have some like actiony stuff on here, I would recommend, just as a general recommendation that doesn't have a lot of fan services, Yu Yu Hakusho, because it's a great
That
fucking
is a good
show. It's got, it has like a love story in there, but it's not like super central to the plot. Except in the first season, it kind of is, but that one's just like a fantastic show. You should watch it. And it's actually,
You should probably actually look for stuff that's actually on like Crunchyroll or Netflix. I just thought about that. Oran's on Netflix, I believe still, so that's a good one.
Sword Art's on Netflix. Angel Beats is on Netflix, and it's on Crunchyroll and stuff. So there you go. And then you said Log Horizon, Tony, which is
and
on
Fairy Tail if you want a longer one.
Which I know Fairy Tail's on Netflix and Log Horizon's on Hulu.
On Crunchyroll too.
Okay. Scott, do you have any?
Nope.
I think
Legend of
plenty.
Korra. Boom.
Legend of Korra is actually a really good one. And yeah, Inuyasha. It's a good one.
And Adventure Time.
And Adventure
I
Time.
mean, it's not exactly anime, but I have like a French one.
A French one.
It's
Shoot.
it's older. It's called
Inspector
Wakfu.
Gadget.
Wakun?
Wakfu.
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 Okay.
That's pretty good. A little childish though.
Watch
So.
just watch Bobo.
Oh, dude, no! Don't watch that.
Anime Johnny Bravo.
Anime Johnny Bravo. Except not good.
Yep.
There you go.
I thought it was funny.
It is funny.
That is all that was aimed to be. And
Yeah, it has
if
its
you-
moments.
But like, you have to kind of be into anime to get it.
Wait. Polar Bear Cafe? Are we all going to throw that one out there?
Yep, Polar Bear Cafe.
I want to watch that. Have you watched Namashin?
I have not.
What is that one?
I don't know, but Jeff
not a
Grossman
polar bear.
really likes it.
That runs a cafe.
Unlimited anime.
Unlimited.
Unlimited. Yeah, it's good. I like those commercials.
Naruto Shippuden.
That's why I don't listen to the premium podcast, because I like the commercials too much.
You can contact us.
Button again. Oh, I'm sorry.
You're fine. You can contact us in a variety of ways. Email us just like Jake did and Justin did, but you'll see that in Korra Talk. Ooh, spoilers. You can email us at mailsack@irrationalpassions.com. That's mailsack@irrationalpassions.com. You can leave us a voicemail at 404-590-1337. Standard long distance fees do apply. You can follow each of us on Twitter. I am at AlFighter27. Scott is at WhatTechuz. Nabishin is at NABESHIN186. That's Nabishin186. And Tony's at Tony Horvath. All one word. Some other stuff. Please rate and review us on iTunes and Stitcher. Follow the site on Twitter at IrrationalPod. Go to VGEvo.com. Check out the awesome podcast network there. Go to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/IrrationalPassions. You can watch the video versions of these shows and see my furtive looks at the camera. And you can also watch me play Zelda. Alex plays Zelda. And of course, tell your friends. Word of mouth is the best way to spread the love. That's it. That's the show. I'm not going to pimp the website because nothing up with that right now.
Alright, fair
Monthly
enough.
Passions.
Monthly Passions. IrrationalPassions.com. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. All of you listeners, not the people here. They don't matter.
Aw.
No. Thank you for listening. Thank you to Danny Wiesner for our opening and closing music of Two-Player Co-op and The World is Saved. And of course, thank you, Tony. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Nabishin, for joining me.
Of course.
It's always a pleasure. I've been your
What was
host. I don't know. I give like,
Oh, God.
oh yes.
Oh, yes, master.
I've been your host, Alex O'Neill. Play your games, stay rational. We will talk to you guys next week. And Merry Christmas.
Alright,
Titles.
hold on one sec. Do I even have the thing up? Yeah, I do. Let me scroll a lot. I saw them and then they disappeared. There they are. Okay. So the titles are I'm So Wet,
Scott.
The Ultimate Move, Dodge Roll, Fizz Katussin, is that right?
Yeah.
The Sheen on Nintendo games, Nabishin and his amiibos, CPUs are quote unquote good. The Amiibro, Profit the video game, Block Tree. This is the most condescending episode. I'm going to buy Bayonetta 2. Let's do the thing one last time.
Let's do the thing one last time.
I still vote for Emmy, bro.
Let's do
I
the
like
thing
the
one last time.
What? What? No, I'm gonna buy Bayonetta 2. I like that one.
I like
had
Amiibro.
Bayonetta 2 in the title.
Thing one last time.
Tony.
I said Amiibro.
That's 2 for me, bro. Your dreams are ruined, Nabashin.
As always.
Not as always.
As always.
There are a few. We gave you Bayonetta 2
After like stabbing Scott for 5 seconds.
for 5 seconds. Oh, Jesus Christ. Tony, can you say the episode number?
Which episode? 208?
208.
This is the Irrational Passions Podcast, episode 208.
Me, bro. Nothing, Scott?
No, sorry. I didn't really want this title. I didn't expect it to win.
It was
Kind of
pretty
did
good.
abruptly.
It was
Are you gonna have
perfect.
Marcus
And
Phoenix
then
as
I
the
wasn't
Amiibo or
paying
something?
attention.
Yep. That's what it is.
All right, you guys talk about Korra. Scott, come find me after.
All right.
You didn't watch it. Now we're sad.
Yeah, I mean, you guys could wait for me to watch like the 3 episodes I haven't yet watched.
Nah, man,
Well, now that it's 3, that's over an hour long.
I gotta get this out.
Okay, yeah, you guys talk. I'll talk to you about it after I watch it.
Sounds good.
All
All
right,
right.
That's good.
I stopped recording. Okay, I'm gonna leave. Scott, come get me when you're done.
All right.
All right,
Bye,
I'll talk
Tony.
to other people soon. Hopefully, we can hang out because I'm doing nothing at all. So,
Possibly for next recording sesh. Possibly. Bye, Tony.
Bye.
All right, Korasami is a thing. I'm happy about it. The end. All right, good Korra talk. Let's leave. Bye. No. So Korra's over, which is that even
We're
saying
good.
that makes me sad, but it was really good. Went out on a really good note. To all of you who actually listen to Korra talk, thank you for listening. This is it. Last time. For those of you who like listen to the podcast when you go to bed, and like you're just like, oh, they're talking about that weird show again. This is the last one.
Let's do the thing one last time.
One last time. When Varric said to Julie, I want you to do the thing with me for the rest of our lives, I teared up. I'm going to be real with you right now. I know you were laughing, Nabashin. I felt genuine emotion when that was happening because it was beautiful and perfect.
Well, I felt emotion too because I laughed because Derek is so awesome. Because
Derek is so awesome.
That's something. He's literally the best character. I've said this in season 2. He's literally the best character, and he never ceases to amaze me. Like, my God.
My thing is like I can't believe like so they bring this character in after the first season, and he's with you for the rest of the show, save for like most of season 3, but he shows up, and he's consistently fantastic throughout all of it. Like Varric never misses a beat. He's always great. I love it. Oh, it's so
he
good.
saved a clip show episode. Like, who does that?
Yeah, like when like they were running low on budget and they had to do this, Varric made that episode great and amazing when like it didn't have to be. By fucking photoshopping Bolin's face on the spirit Korra. God, that episode was so much better than it had any right to be. Yeah, no, it was great. Varric had tons of amazing moments throughout these last 2 episodes. Last 3 even. And yeah, it closed out with Varric's wedding, which I thought was perfect for that for the show. And like it didn't fully end on that, which is good because if it did, it'd be weird. But it was. I'm glad that they put that in there. And Bolin said, "You may now do the thing," and it was wonderful, perfect. It was weird. Like I was like weirdly super emotionally attached to Varric by the end there, and he totally earned it. What do you think, Scott?
Liked it quite a bit.
Mm.
Now that we've skipped to the end, I'm a bit lost.
Okay, well,
Yeah, that tends to happen.
do you want to start
Sorry for beginning again.
from episode 11, Kuvira's Gambits, I think is what it's called.
Yeah, that's right. We didn't do that one.
Yeah.
Yep. Definitely want to start with that one.
So that was when they were evacuating the city, right?
That is all. Yeah, that is when they were evacuating the city. I don't know if they evacuated. They decided to evacuate beforehand, or that episode.
It was that episode.
I think it was at the beginning of that episode where Wu gave them the idea to evacuate.
Yeah, because like Bolin came back with the Beifongs and was like, "Yo, she's coming in 2 weeks."
Yeah.
Like, we have to get out. Yeah, and then they evacuate, and Mako's like, "Here is like your pretty much standard evacuation thing," and then Prince Wu's like, "Let me spice this shit up." Because they made Prince Wu great, and that's totally a surprise, and it's awesome.
Like almost out of not I wouldn't say out of nowhere, but like cause it felt legit. It didn't feel like it was like it was rushed or like it's like he was just like, generally just like he was the annoying character. He's a funny character, but like an annoying character at first.
Yeah.
But then like he just literally just evolved right in front of us. Like by the end, he just became this generally. I really enjoy. He's like almost Varric too, but not that level.
No.
But like there's just the way that like he just like became so likable by the end of the series. It's just crazy.
Yeah, they earned it too, which is like even more surprising to say. I think, because it's not easy to earn that. And yeah, no, like he was like being weirdly like pretty funny and enjoyable and laughable. And yeah, they evacuate everyone, and then Kuvira shows up early. I don't know if that happens in Kuvira's
a week
Gambit.
early.
Yeah, a week early.
Yeah, because that's the one where she shoots where her husband's at.
Yeah, I mean that happens in the first half of the finale, right?
No, that happened at the end of Kuvira's Gambit.
Yeah, that's right.
that happened at the end of Kuvira's Gambit.
I watched them all today, so it all kind of blends together.
Tends to happen.
Then yeah. So then, like the finale is like the first half of it is like let's deal with this giant robot monster, and then the second half of it is like let's deal with Kuvira, and then close out the series.
Right.
Yeah, Vin Diesel did the voice acting for the Iron Giant that they brought into the show. There, I've been sitting on that joke all morning or all day since the morning. So it's a terrible joke. I know that.
I mean, you could have went with Evangelion or.
Oh no, I couldn't. Don't.
Wait, the Iron Giant had a voice? What?
Yes. He talked not much.
Yeah, he said, "I am Groot."
Yeah. That's a joke.
Oh, you're talking about the Iron Giant from the movie.
Yeah. Vin Diesel. Played by Vin Diesel.
Okay, yeah, now I see why it's a really bad joke. At first I was like, alright, there's a little something I'm not getting.
That I am Groot joke was funny, though. You got it.
Yeah. That was a good one.
Showing me up every time, Notion. When you sent me that picture, I thought that Sokka was going to show up. Like I said, when he didn't.
Oh, that was your thought?
Yeah, that was immediately what I jumped to, and I was waiting for it the whole episode. But
and then you got really sad when you didn't.
Yeah, but like I mean, I know that Sokka's dead apparently, so it was just like that moment when you really find out, like you finally accept it, the acceptance and the depression that came from that. That's what it was. So
I want to get this out of the way really fast. Since we're just jumping around now. Like though I do like how it all ended as far as core, Legend Core for me, because like I said, I fucking love the series and it's been really great for me. Like as much as I love like how it ended, like like not enough closure because like Kuvira, like she went to jail, I guess, but I would assume she get executed, but like maybe she did, maybe she doesn't. Like that, there's like so many like not really answer questions. I'm just saying this compared to like how the last Airbender ended. You know, like the only carrot on the stick thing they had at the end of that was like Zuko's mother. So like pretty much everything else is like actually like closed up. Everything was like a full circle with that ending, and this one is like a little bit gas with the circle, but like overall though, it's still really really good.
Yeah, they did the best with what they could,
Yeah.
and like I got the closure that I needed on all the characters I cared about.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
They didn't close every
Fuck you,
hole,
Oda.
but at the same time, they didn't need to.
yeah, they didn't like It's not like the Last Airbender to bring that comparison up, where the fucking one of the final shots is Zuko talking to Fire Lord Ozai, and he's like, "Where's my mother?" The end. Which
It
obviously
like,
was
The final
God
shot was
fucking
perfect.
damn it.
yeah. And you were like, there was supposed to be more, wasn't there? But like they elaborated on that in
No, what was
comics
it?
and
You
stuff.
said the final shot was what?
Zuko
Aang the
talking to
Tarkus.
Ozai. It was Aang, but like that was like one of those final scenes.
Yes.
But it was like one of those things like where they left it very open, and just like in Korra they kind of did when Korra and Asami went off into the Starlight. Just like there was more story to tell, and like with Korra talking to Tenzin being like, there's still so much I want to learn.
Let's bring that up. Because, like, like, it was all wrapping up, so the wedding and everything like that, and then I saw Tenzin talking to Korra, I was like, okay, so they're probably just going to end with, like, them having, like, some big chat, or maybe, like, do a little bit of reminiscing, and then it ends. And then, like, as soon as, like, Tenzin, like, turns around, there's Asami there, I was like, oh, they're going to do it, aren't they?
Yeah, they're gonna do it, right? And then
Not in that way, but like, they're actually going to do it, and then, like, sat down, they talked to each other, and then they went to Spirit Woman together, they held hands, and I was like, yes.
yeah, that was
I was
enough.
right.
That was enough for me because like I'm gonna interpret it my way, which is that there's something there, and I'm totally okay with that. But they don't have to fucking be super blatant about it because God knows the internet would light on fire and crumble itself to the ground. But I don't. I'm not gonna be like I'm shipping it now. I'm gonna be like that's a thing, and you know it. It made me feel really good because But like what, Mako had his moment. It was fine. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And like
Yeah, because, like,
And both came back to get him.
yeah.
Yeah.
But like Mako super redeemed himself already, but like even more so in this episode. Like that like moment in the engine of the Iron Giant with Bolin was really sweet.
I like that part a lot.
Yeah. It was like a thing like where Bolin was finally like not stubborn like he normally is. He's like, just know I don't approve of this, but I love you, brother. And they peaced out. And he came back and saved him. So, and fucking obviously Mako has got to save the lightning for just literally the last 2 episodes of season
Well, I
3
mean,
and season 4.
you take a look at how much concentration it takes to actually use it. There's charge up time.
Except in season 3 when he was just like, a boop, and then it's over. That happened. At least that's how I remember.
There was still emotion, and that only worked the way it did because there was water there.
Yeah, very true. But it was cool. In both cases, it was cool. Mako got to be a badass, but he earned it. Yeah, no, it was really good on all fronts. Like action, like that scene where Korra was fighting like fucking round 2 with Korra and Kuvira in the cockpit was awesome. It was so cool. Like she comes out flailing, she knocks the 2 guys out, and they're going at it like right off the bat, and it was awesome. And like then I didn't know it was gonna happen. Like I was still like up until the end, I wasn't sure if Korra was gonna die.
I thought someone was gonna die. It felt like
Hiroshi died. There you go.
Even so, that's what I meant. Like I
At
feel
the
like
bowling part, I could have sworn that Mako was gonna die.
Me too. I was like, are they gonna kill Mako?
I was just like, yep, dude, no, he's dead. Definitely dead.
He would have earned it. It would have been great, but I'm glad they didn't kill him. There, I went from season 2.
We're silent.
I went from season 2 hating Mako to being glad that he didn't die. There you go. No, Hiroshi died, and that was good. That was a really good moment.
Yeah, that's good. He died.
Except like they never address the fact that he's like a super huge bigot. Like he never is like, I'm sorry I was like all racist against benders and stuff. They just never really bring it up. So
He says sorry once.
he says sorry,
specifically to Asami.
but like he doesn't. He says I'm sorry for what I've done, not that I'm no longer a crazy bigot guy. So I thought that was just interesting, but whatever. He meant well. He did good.
You want to read this email?
Oh yeah, we got an email from Justin.
We were supposed to read this before, I'm pretty sure.
He says, so I'm pretty sure everything that needs to be will be said. And this is from Justin Graffius, of course. And will be said, and everything I will want to say will probably be said by Alex. So for the final episode, I just have one thing to say. Alex, do the thing. I did the thing.
Ah, you missed it. You're supposed to say there are no things left to do.
That's true.
Come on.
I'm sorry.
He set you
are
up.
fucking
you
hot
know
on these quotes, man. I'm proud of you, Scott. Yeah, no. All of the thing references after like the last time we did Core Talk when we were making those jokes really hit home with me. Yeah, it was good. This is the second best season, I think, for sure.
First one's still the best.
First one's still the best.
So did it take anybody by surprise that Korra was able to bend the spirit energy with everything?
I thought it was cool. I think like that was like her final moment of her coming into her own. That's what the season needed to end on. Like she had like connected enough to the spirits, because she had like been really trying over the course of season 2 and 3, and even a little bit this season, like with her like learning how to use the roots and stuff. But like Tenzin said, like no avatar has changed the world so much in 3 years as you have. So. Korra always thought she was kind of like the shitty avatar, but she wasn't. She did her thing, and she did it her way. So,
Thoughts on the series overall?
Really good. Like a totally fantastic follow up to The Last Airbender.
Mm-hmm.
That's like through a scope of the people who make it are older, and the people who are watching it are older.
Mm-hmm.
And like seeing kind of like a world mature like that with older characters and kind of like more mature themes like racism and like really actually scary dictators and stuff like that, I thought was really good.
Yeah, I still think
Not done with the spirit thing.
Oh,
I let Alex go off because he was going off.
go ahead.
Yeah, anyway, about the spirit thing is, for most people, I would say that they thought it came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Didn't.
Yeah.
The spirits told Korra that in the spirit world that she was able to bend spirit energy. That is inertly one of her powers.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that was super interesting.
Yeah, I thought it was cool. Like I didn't expect her to make.
I was expecting
third
them
portal.
I didn't expect the third portal out, but I was expecting them, like when they said that, for her to try it then and there, trying to do any sort of spirit bending, but didn't at the time. And then that was the moment where they did it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
I thought that was a nice setup.
yeah, I think that she definitely earned it. I don't think it came out of nowhere. It made sense in the context of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Taking away that scene, I don't think it would have made much sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What were you gonna say now, Mission?
Yeah, like being someone who like literally got into Avatar: The Last Airbender, like literally like at the last episode, just to catch it all up, just to see the last episode. Like, oh wow, this is a great series. I'm sad at the end, and then like Legend of Korra happens, and like it's literally been like one of my favorite things I've seen as far as the series. I feel like Avatar: The Last Airbender a little bit better, but like I feel like it's more like a it's like a two. It's a continuation of it because it actually is, but like
Hmm.
they're separate, but they're the same, but they're on the same plane. I still feel. But like with that and like with the last Airbender and Korra, it's just been like some of the best things I've ever seen on anything even. Um, like from Amon to Unalaq to Zahir and to Kovira is like this interesting characters and interesting villains. Like this I just love the series so much. Like
Hmm.
like it's just been a while since I've been so jonesing for or been so like anticipated of a series like this, and it's been quite a ride with it.
Yeah, it's really sad to see it go.
Yeah, like Naruto and Core is gone now, so like, what do I have left? Bleach. That's
Bleach.
all I have.
I can give you probably a new one. You know that show I recommended to the other guy said a little childish.
Zakfu?
What?
Wakfu?
Wakfu.
Wafu?
Wakfu. Yeah, that's actually really good.
Actually, I think I'm gonna get into Gravity Falls. I heard really good things about that. That's probably the next thing I'll venture into for something to watch on TV because I need anything now, other than
It's all
Adventure
right.
Time.
It is at least I think it's as slow moving as Adventure Time.
And that's fine. Hey, Adventure Time became one of my favorite series ever, so I'm willing to take that ride.
It's weird. I mean, you
But
say. Oh, go ahead, Namishin. Sorry.
oh, no, it's fine. But yeah, like I said, I love the series to death. Like doing this just like a stupid thing. It's like, hey, let's do core talk. Let's just do this. Let's just talk about it, and it just became so much of a thing that I don't know. It's like almost a staple to our podcast now. Even though but yeah, I enjoy this for as long as that we've done it for season 2, this season 3, this season 4. So
Yeah, like we did it like for 2 years now, so it's like a cool thing that we did. It's a staple. Uh, no, I mean like you say, like talking about Last Airbender. Like I love Last Airbender. Um, like I remember distinctly watching the 2-part premiere of Avatar: The Last Airbender the day it ever first appeared. Uh, and like I because it's back when I was way younger and I watched cartoons a lot. Um,
Mm-hmm.
they were hyping it up, doing their like trailers and TV spots for it, and like I remember like not thinking too much of it, and then like watching that first episode, and I was like, I am way into this. I love this world. I love like these powers. I think this is cool. And
Yep.
like all the way up to now, I think that's like one of my favorite fantasy worlds is like the way it works, the way bending is a thing, the way like the bending is based on different types of martial arts from Asian countries. Like it's all still so fascinating and so cool to me. And being able to see that world evolve as well as see and attach myself to characters in it and have them go through different ups and downs, and having like different variations of satisfying endings and romantic stories from unexpected places has been like super awesome. So as like me, the helpless romantic, and also guy who really likes fantasy, this is hit on all fronts, and I love it. So for sure, excellent sequel to an excellent series. There you go.
indeed, like the only series I had that grew up with me, came something so kiddie become something so mature and tackle not really issues, but it became like a more mature series and it still became just as good with Reboot. And you know how I feel about Reboot, but yeah, it's just up there. It's like one of my favorite shows ever. I just love it to death. But that's enough core
That's it.
talk.
Well, unless Scott, you have anything to add?
About Korra, no. If any of you were interested in the show that I was talking about, I would suggest trying to find a French subversion because the English voice acting version has a problem where they're trying to. This is actually weird. They're trying to fit the words for the person's fit the words to the animation's mouth, as
Yeah,
well as translating to it.
that's pretty normal.
And And I'm more used to having the mouth move at odd times. But what that ends up doing is they end up going over things they've already said, and it just makes it a little weird.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. That's like a much older anime thing to do. Usually they'll like rework. Sometimes, not usually, I should say, they'll rework animations to make it better. But yeah, that's it. That's Core Talk for you. That's the end of Core Talk. End of an era. Thank you all for listening, watching, or however you consume this. And if you haven't watched it and you're still listening, I don't know, go watch Korra. Korra Sami is an adorable thing, and I love it. It's perfect. The end. Bye, guys.
Bye.